And and we're starting this. I got the worst gas. Like I'm about to burp.
As you go online.
Oh yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Shazam! Awesome. I tell you, we get up this morning. All of my stories are going to be ass backwards, but that's okay.
Oh yeah, you're
well, and that and because everything here is ass backwards, and I don't have the room to dig out certain ones, so literally it'll be top down. We get up and we do our 10K step walk, getting back into the swing of things, which is good. I'm already feeling it, so that's good. And we plan to have breakfast at a local Greasy Spoon in our area that we love having breakfast at. We try and do it once a month. We go there, and then I'm sitting there, and I'm looking at my phone. I go, it's Saturday, and I haven't seen my buddy in a while. And him and me used to go to all the toy shows, but because of my schedule this year, it's been shit doing that. And it's like, Hamilton Diecast is on today. And I absolutely want to see if I can get some more Hot Wheels. So it's like, I tell them, it's $2, So we make plans. The idea was go straight from breakfast to go out there. Yeah, the whole plan today was snake bit. I go to my bank because I figure, well, you need cash at these things because most of these guys don't have credit card processors, right? So go to my bank, and I go to a machine, and it won't let me pull the cash. Like, why? Gives me some bullshit error, and then I go, okay, let me just check my accounts. And I know what's in there because I can see it on my phone. And I go, nope. It says go talk to a teller. It's like, oh, well, I don't know about you, but most banks on Saturday are crap to deal with. I go get in line. 25 minutes later, I come out of the bank. My buddy goes, what the hell happened? I go, well, it turns out my bank card, which I almost never use, expires. I didn't know bank cards expire.
Oh, yeah.
I know my credit cards do.
Yeah.
You didn't get in the mail, eh?
You get
well, let's see. That's funny. They never shipped it. There was no conversation, nothing. But yeah, so it was canceled. And then of course they go, well, here's what we can do, Mr. Martin. We can give you a card right now. It'll have a different number. And I go, what's that going to do for my phone? And they go, oh yeah, that's going to change all that for you. It's like, oh no, I don't want to go through this again. I don't want to fix the app on my phone. I said, what's the alternative? Oh, we'll mail it to you. Oh, that's fine. I got secure delivery. Go for it. So I said, you can give me cash now. Oh, yeah. Everything's normal. If you want to use your dead card, though, you're going to have to, and we can still actually give you a dummy card for now. No, it's okay. I just need cash today, and I just use my credit card for the next 10 days. Not a big deal, which is how I live anyway. Credit card, paid off. Credit card, paid off. So finally get out of there. 25 minutes later, we get on the highway. Traffic is horrible heading out your way, Dan. Construction.
Oh, it's construction. Yeah, it's never going to end. Yeah.
I am shocked. Like, there was actually some parts of the road that weren't painted orange today. It's like someone must have dropped the ball. Like,
where did you go? Did you not take the 403 to go down there?
At one point, we were on the 403. But anyway, so my buddy was driving because I left the car with wifey. She said she would use it. Story there. Haha. Tell you about that after. Leave it with her. And so we take his Hyundai or whatever he's driving. He bought something new and going across, and he's using Google. I use Waze. I mean, Waze is owned by Google, but there's definitely differences. And it's like, so whatever his navigation was, I keep my mouth shut. I'm a very good passenger. It's like, I'm not going to sit there and tell him what to do. And we head out there and we do the Hot Wheels show. And he was shocked because he hasn't done a Hot Wheels show with me. And it's probably been 9 months since I've been to the Hamilton Diecast. And I mean, it's great for what it is. It's small. It's in one of those tiny little convention halls out there. And but he's just shocked, like all these branded gimmick cars, Avengers and DC and
the new stuff,
Angry Birds, and then going backwards, like he's found the Knight Rider twin set, and even I thought about buying some of them, but that's a whole other nasty hobby I don't want to get into. I don't want to buy every gimmick car. I could have spent $1,000 on Hot Wheels at $5 and $10 a shot, easy today.
Oh,
just they're cool, right?
Yeah.
90% of them are new, on card, and some of them are loose, and even some of the loosies I would have picked up because they're just that cool. But yeah, so that was an interesting trip. And as soon as you walk in, you pay your $2, and that's the other reason to go. It's the cheapest show in the GTA. $2 to get in. I don't even know of any free ones anymore.
None.
And I mean, at $2, that's nothing. And but yeah, we had a good time. I don't know, maybe an hour we spent. I didn't really see much in the way of the transporter stuff. Keep in mind, by the time I got there with all the delays, some guys were actually kind of packing up. I think they didn't have a good show because it was kind of like 1 o'clock-ish or 1:30-ish when I got there. And they're supposed to be there to 3. And the fact they're packing up is a sign that
it wasn't good, probably.
It wasn't that good for them. They just weren't seeing
the flow.
Because in shows past, I've seen 1,000 people show up easy, and it just wasn't.
Wonder if the weather was too nice for everybody to go inside today. They wanted to.
I don't know. That's the thing. It was surprisingly nice, because I know driving out your way, it was like, because I know the last couple of days I've been complaining how miserable it's been, and even this morning when I went for the walk inside York,
it wasn't that nice.
No. It didn't look good at all. But no, it was kind of, and he'll go again with me, so that's cool. I got an excuse, but I won't go back to the Hamilton one probably until they do it every 2 months, so it probably won't be until maybe April or even later, because there's no point. It's going to be the same 12 or 14 guys, kind of the same selection, and they'll add the new ones, whatever they've taken from Toys R Us and Walmart, and scoop. I tell you, I was real pissed off when I saw 10 and 15 of some of the current cars and the treasure hunts and the super. I don't collect those. I don't give a crap. If it just happens to be one of the 4 or 5 I'm into, that's fine, because I do have some treasure hunts and super treasure hunts. But
well, you'd be surprised at how many people in suits are digging through the Hot Wheels bin at Walmart daily.
If they even get a chance, right?
Yeah. It's the most spectacular thing to see is that the suited guy just rummaging through those bins, but they're picking them like crazy, right?
So faceless Facebook user, because I can't see your name if you're on Facebook. If you jump on YouTube, we can. Hamilton Diecast show was on today from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Although honestly, a lot of them were closing shop earlier than that. So I did get some. That's what the Dollarama bag is.
Who's T-Mog 217? Does that ring a bell?
Jacob. Oh, Jacob.
Yeah, that's who he is. Yeah, so he's on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
We missed out on there was a Comic-Con at
do I not have a link so he could join up if he wants?
It was in the group, but you had to go back quite a way.
Yeah, I was way back. Do it again, Rick. Throw it in the group.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. So yeah, I'll just post it here. So only on the YouTube. That's a lesson I learned.
So while you're doing that, we headed down to Fargo. We found out Friday and Saturday there was a Comic-Con at the arena in Grand Forks. Oh. So we missed it Friday, and just the way it worked out, we weren't going to make it on the Saturday. But so my wife she found it on Facebook or something, and the actor that plays Darth Vader in like the new TV shows and stuff was doing a signing there.
Like, well, what do you mean the actor? Is it not?
It's a new person inside.
It's new person inside the suit, I believe.
Really?
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were.
The way she was talking, anyway. That's
really?
What Chantel said.
Oh, I heard James Earl Jones has signed away the rights to his voice now.
The digital
so
voice.
They could. And you know what? He wasn't that hard to fake anyway, honestly.
There's some good people out there. Yeah.
Well, not even just technology. It's not that hard. Did you see?
Ian is asking, yeah. Did you see any Meccano diecast?
Meccano diecast vehicles. Meccano.
Meccano has diecast vehicles? Or is it just like the sets? Do they make?
That's the thing. It wasn't a vintage toy show. It was Hot Wheels and diecast and some larger scale cars. Yeah, Kevin's voting to get Jacob up in here. Haven't had Jacob on in a while. Get in here, Jacob. But for what is it's good. And then in the spring, you know what, Dan? We got to figure out. Maybe you come up and we'll do a trip to Aurelia and look at the.
Yeah, we're tripping.
Well, you said Aurelia Diecast, so it's a store up there.
Oh, okay.
And I guess from where I live here in Toronto, it's 2 hours. It's a day trip, you know. Go up there, see it, and then eat something, and then come home because there's no way to hit and run that place. It's too much time in the car.
How far is it from you up to 400? It's like 45 minutes.
Well, it's north. It's like Barry. You go around Barry, and then
yeah. It's up in around the lake, right?
Yeah, around the bay up there, whatever.
Yeah. That'd be nice. That'd be nice in the spring. When do they usually do events and stuff?
So they're saying like not nuts and bolts models. I didn't know they make cars.
Die-cast real old stuff.
Meccano, I remember, was the metal wrenches and little nuts and bolts.
But he says it's old, so it must have been the original stuff from way back.
And you know what? There was absolutely some people selling a lot of older cars, and some of the other lesser known names, like, you know, the Johnny Lightning cars and all the ERTLs. They make cars, not just models.
Erdl.
You mean Erdl?
No, yeah, Erdl.
Yeah.
Well, the name stands for something, right? I just can't remember what.
Oh, does it mean? Okay, it's a short form.
Stand for, because when I was making the models as a kid, it did stand for something, but I know no one ever mentions it.
Let's find out. I've never heard that before. Yeah.
All I have from my old model days is my train.
Oh,
I have the train. I might have the tracks in a box, and I have maybe one structure or something. I used to have a very elaborate 6x6 board, everything on it and bolted down. But
so does this ring a bell? It's Electronics Regional Test Laboratory.
There you go. That way.
Does that make sense?
No, they make all the farm toys for
National Farm Toy.
Well, it's not gonna be farm.
Diecast. Tomy is the owner now.
Yeah,
but I don't see.
Oh, well, that could be. See, Tomy's a big toy and electronic company.
Yeah, Diecast Machinery Toys. It doesn't say what it stood for though.
It surprised you sometimes who was a toy company, and we think of it like Nintendo. Everyone thinks video games. Dude, they were trading cards and knockoff toys.
So
60s,
Erdl
70s, and 80s.
Erdl is Fred Erdl, the owner, the founder. Fred Erdl. So it's his last name.
So it's actually named for him. So it's not initials.
Yeah, it's his name.
Okay.
So, but man, did this thing go through ownership changes like a puzzle.
If you look up the catalog still, it's still Erdl.com.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, we look up our toy catalogs and stuff what we order from, it's under Erdl.
Yeah,
but
so
yeah,
Tomy,
when the toys come, they're branded Tomy on the box.
Yeah, Tomy's now the owner of it,
yeah,
which would make sense. Those guys pretty much are a conglomerate of everything. So started in 1945 in Iowa, Dubuque, Iowa. Fred Erdl, farmer. That's cool. Imagine having some of those original things back in the day.
Oh, wow. I tell you, I think to have them. It's like, you know, when I would go to the was it Ancaster, or Wood
Hamilton.
Yeah, those vintage shows out your way. I love to go to the second building that has the old train setups and all the old vintage toys and all the tin cars.
Yeah,
but I mean, like, that's a hell of a hole to start digging yourself. That naturally, and you wouldn't believe it, but there's a lot of fraud and fakes in that too, right? Like,
probably.
Because tin is not that hard to work with, and people who have some skills that can make it. So if you think you're getting a $100 or $200 vintage toy, you're getting something.
Just remember our old school toys, the yellow and black. What was the name brand? The cat, not the cat.
Tonka.
Tonka's trucks. Yeah,
dude,
that's now considered vintage.
I still have a scar on the side of my head from. So me and my sister would fight, right?
She threw one at you.
And remember how I said my dad was kind of cockeyed, and he would buy boys' toys for both of us.
Yeah.
You know, because he really didn't know how to deal with girls. You know, he wasn't a doll guy. So he would buy, like, I had a pickup and she had a dump truck. Well, guess what? The dump truck was the cooler one to have because we'd be in the sandbox and you put sand in the dump truck, right? That was the cooler one to have. Her and me had a fight one day. She pitched that Tonka dump truck at my head. I must have been 5 or 6 years old.
Wow.
It took a triangle chunk out of my temple, you know. And of course, you know, my dad never forgave her. I think I ended up with both Tonka. But those cars were, I mean, they had to be 2 kilos of metal. I mean, the only plastic was the windscreen, and everything else was tin or metal.
Ian says here that he used to take the Tonka to school and play in the sandboxes at school.
Yeah,
outside.
Yep.
That's awesome. That's a childhood right there. Bringing your toys to school and everybody having fun.
We're
remember the diggers, the excavators.
I didn't have the cool. That's the thing. We just had the cars. I didn't have the
you drop the wing.
Yeah.
Cool.
I had
was
plastic kind of scoops and stuff, but
Yeah.
I didn't
hated
have a Tonka one, and it's like, oh man, it would have been so cool.
I hated the dozer because the tracks would always pop off on it.
The rubber one, right?
Off.
Yeah.
You ended up just leaving the tracks off it. Just easier.
Actually, I did have a dozer now that I think about it. Because I remember the lever on the side, and it's
The little
We had a
cone.
dump truck
and
too that.
and have you
that
seen
had
what Tonka
gas
looks like
cylinders.
today? There's not a piece of metal on them.
Oh, only they do it a premium version.
Oh, is that it? Just premium?
That's like $50 for a dump truck. Get out of here. They just scamming everybody now. But yeah, 50. I saw Canadian Tire had it. Yeah.
Wifey, where are you going?
Did you ever see the Tonka dump trucks? They put out ones that had like a gas shock in them with like a lever.
That's even more premium. Holy,
it would actually lock down. You'd hit the lever, it would unlock, and it would
rise itself. Wow. Yeah. Where was that? Oh, that's just again.
We had one.
Slippery slope. You had one?
It's probably still at the farm.
What's cool? There's a brand out of Germany called Bruder, BRUDER.
Yes,
and they do.
And there's dots over the E, I think, or
They do an amazing job on those pistons and click, like all of it. It's like a real life mini version of a thingy. And the coolest thing I found was I got one out of Germany for my kids. It's a Lamborghini tractor because they still have the brand over there. On the road.
They're still over here too.
They're too. Yeah, they still have them. A lot of vintage ones.
I just saw a Lamborghini tractor on Clarkson's Farms or something. You know the original. Those three guys who do the Cars show, TV show on.
The race track, the test show, like where they go in race track.
Yeah. Top Gear or whatever.
Top Gear. That's
the original Top Gear, and then they became when they got fired. Well, one or two of them got fired or whatever for having a fight. And the producer basically, and Amazon picked them up and called them Grand Tour, right?
Okay.
3 of them took off and made Grand Tour, which is so much better than Top Gear that continued on without them. Clarkson, though, from that show, he's got a spin-off show, Clarkson's Farms or something. He bought, and the show is so goofed up. Clearly, he's being well funded for the show. Who on earth would buy a Lamborghini tractor not knowing anything about farming? Just based on, the name is great, I'm going to buy a Lamborghini. Yeah. And, of course, the instructions are all in a language he can't read anyway, right? It's all a farce. Everything that guy touches is a farce. And that's half the point of watching anything he does. He's so funny. And he's naturally funny. But it's like, he gets a Lamborghini tractor, the most expensive tractor you can get. And, of course, can't read the instructions on how to get anything going on it. But, it's funny who makes what,
expensive.
Right? Oh,
they're not really. No, they're generic looking. Like they just have the little script on them. Yeah.
I know it's twice the size of what he really needed. He couldn't even get it in the barn.
There was Landini and Zetter, and there's a bunch of different ones that are all European tractors. They're no more. The only one that maybe is what the heck? It'll come to me. They're kind of a higher end Fendt. Fendt is
I haven't heard of that.
And they are very advanced tractors.
Yeah.
The big thing with the big hubbub in farming world is the right to fix your own stuff. So John Deere's got everybody by the balls because they lock your machine up if you try and jailbreak it, like an iPhone kind of style. And farmers in the States are super pissed. But I'm sure here in Canada too, they can't fix their own stuff. They got to send out a tech from John Deere to fix their stuff all the time. But I don't know if that's still going on or not, right?
It's just like your vehicle, though. You pretty much need an EST to diagnose it, and like those subscriptions, like they are crazy
expensive.
Oh yeah, and it's like a yearly subscription. Like it costs dealers a lot of money to have an EST computer.
But I mean, we saw that beginning even 20 years ago with the automotive industry. Just you couldn't be a mechanic anymore without having like a computer.
All the machines,
the stuff. Like I think it's incredible that I can plug in something in the ODB2 port in my car, have a heads-up display not native to the car, and then I make sure I unplug it whenever I go to the dealer because I don't want them seeing I'm monkeying around with anything. Because I can also get a flash reprogram and do everything through that same port. I think that's great, but for the layman, they don't know what this thing does. They don't know what they could do with it. and like the power's all in the hand of the guys who know how to use that equipment. I mean, Volkswagen back in the days. I mean, I don't want to speak highly of the guy whose name started with H, but it's like when he got the Volkswagen Bug or Beetle developed, the idea of making a car for the people that was cheap and easy to fix, like that was brilliant. Those were tough little cars, right? Now you can't fix a car. There's not even fixable components on it. My family was laughing because I saw a car on the road and say, "Oh, look, there's no bumper, there's no this, no that." And it's like, actually, there is. Everything that was missing was all those cosmetic body panels that we're used to seeing. The bumper was there, that thin little 2-inch bar.
Yeah.
That's the bumper. It's like, oh, really?
That's
Yeah.
terrible.
Because what's under my bumper? Like everyone else, foam, styrofoam, and behind the fiberglass panel. And it's like,
Rick, the worst part of all that is they put in windshield wiper bottles, extra things, turbo rads, all this stuff into that front bumper. So the moment you hit a roadkill, the moment you hit something off road, you're destroying components that are essential to using to your car. I saw somebody at the garage because I had this problem, but they hit it was a Honda, no, it was a Kia Stinger. I think it was a Stinger. It was they hit a raccoon on the road, did $7,000 damage. It hit a raccoon. A raccoon.
So my buddy Jason, who was driving today, he swerved out of the way for a squirrel. I hit him in the arm. I go, "Excuse me, sir." He goes, "What?" I go, "You don't do that for a squirrel. I'm sorry. Okay, that's not a horse or a cow or a deer. Okay, that's a squirrel. If I had stickers to put on my car right now, I would have about 20 little X's through squirrels.
You'd be an ace.
I'd be in World War II because I don't even think about it. In fact, I'm always looking back. Did I get them?
Ryan, I don't know if you have
spot behind me.
Ryan, I don't know if you have the pestilence that we have as squirrels here. Nothing eats squirrels, so we have squirrels galore. Like you can look outside.
Squirrels like to eat cars, by the way.
They like to gnaw.
They love Hondas and they're
terrible. They carry disease.
Yes.
They and like if they manage to get into a building, like they're terrible. They'll chew wiring.
They'll chew through everything. Walls. They'll chew. I've seen them go through vinyl siding and everything. It's
crazy. Right now, rats and squirrels, they love Hondas because the casing on the wires.
It tastes sweet.
And the reason it tastes sweet is because 5 years ago they switched to an environmental friendly casing on the wiring.
The rubberized.
Guess what? It's based on soy or some other natural medium, and it's like that's great. So now you're feeding them too,
and those little bastards' teeth will just keep going. Yeah, they got recycled.
You're talking about running, like hitting roadkill or whatever. Out here, excuse me.
Roadkill take you out, right?
Somebody hit a porcupine.
Oh,
and like you got to watch it with a small car, like. You got aluminum oil pan and stuff, and it actually peeled the oil pan right off the vehicle.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm always worried about my pan. I got a sheet of metal under the car and the tank and the pan because I hear ding, ding, ding when things hit it. It's like, oh God, please.
I was lucky
because I've gone under my buddy's car and put putty to fill holes temporarily to get them. Through the day.
My little Honda Fit is low clearance, and so because speaking of hitting a raccoon, I hit it one night driving home, and it took out the brace for the AC rad, the regular rad, bent them like a bowling ball, hit it, and I'm still driving like that. It didn't actually crack any of the stuff because the aluminum all bent to the shape, but it was like hitting a rock, like a piece of rock, like huge. But it was fat. It was like really big. But anyway, what you got?
So that was I won one of their little hourly, they give you the tickets for one ticket in. I won one of their stupid raffles. So
nice.
You know what? It continues, and I'm like 2 for 2 or 3 for 3 going to their shows and getting their hourly thing. Now there's nice cars.
What do you got there? Which ones?
Oh God, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
Let's do a close up. Let's see. You've got that's cool. I got a Ferrari.
Look at this old one.
That's a nice one. Yeah.
I know.
That's not bad.
The thing is, I don't collect any of these ones, so this is probably going to end up in Christmas donation pile this year.
I was going to say, if you don't want it, I can add it to my exotic pile because I have a bunch of those.
Orange one looks familiar. Like I've seen something like
the orange one.
Yeah.
Up top, the second one.
The second from the bottom.
Oh, that's a Ferrari. It's the yellow version of like Magnum PI's little red one, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't it look like it?
It does.
Is that what it is?
It looks like it.
Well, they're all real cars, right?
Yeah.
These are not the what they call it, fantasy cars. These are all real.
Let's see if we can find it for you while you're looking at it.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll make it life easier for you. FYL17.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. FYL.
FYL17.
All right. What do we got here? Yeah. So it's worth $12. And whoopie doo, right?
So that was free for my $2 entrance. Actually, I paid for Jason's too, so $4. So,
but it doesn't tell me which one's. Oh, here it is. It's the Pagani Roadster, the Lamborghini.
So Pagani Roadster's on the top for sure.
It's a Lotus. Oh, it's the James Bond car. That's what
Lotus.
it is.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
if that was in white, I think you would have caught that.
Yeah. So that's the car that James Bond used for the under. Yeah.
And I think this maybe one of these is an Aventador.
Nope. It's gonna be a Lamborghini Sesto Elemento, or the Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera, and the other one's the Vantage, the bottom one. So number one at the top is the Roadster Pagani. Yes. Yeah. Number two is the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento, which is like a rare one, and then the third one's the Lamborghini Gallardo LP570, which is like the. I guess that would be the one that came out maybe this decade, 2 decades maybe.
So see, if there was one of these was a Countach, I'd keep this.
Yeah, no kidding, eh? Yeah, but do they do those old school ones? Isn't that all?
They're always recasting.
Recasting. Okay.
Well, that's a beautiful thing about these Hot Wheels cars. Once they find something that does even decently well, and if they take the time to make the cast once, there's a really good chance of doing it again and again and again. So it's new paint jobs or stickering or branding or new wheels or changing the color of the line on the wheel. Hot Wheels is so smart. And there's no reason for Mattel to ever change what's working. So everything else in here I bought. And let me see.
Oh, this is your haul? You got your haul now?
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out who had what here.
Oh, I'm gonna grab one before you start.
You went shopping at Pennington's, did you?
Well, okay, that's last night's trip. So when wifey went here, I went to Toys R Us.
Oh yeah,
because we pass it going in. It's like, well, if she's going to take 45 minutes in there, I'm going 2 minutes back, and so. This is a Roger Dodger I did not have, and it's a super sweet
Supercharger.
So, yeah, that's a nice one. It's basically all gold, a little bit of chrome. So I'm really happy. I mean, I don't have too many of these, so it's not bad. This one was another Roger Dodger.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Oh, a gold version.
Actually, it's a recent one. Actually,
that's cool.
21. But of course, I wasn't collecting, so now I am.
You got to have a couple of Hot Wheels cars now.
And okay, so that was from one vendor, and then I got the rest of them from another guy. So this one was real sweet because I love my
Rocket
League shakers. So,
and it's got a case too. Look at that.
Yeah. Let's see.
What year is that from?
It's going to be recent. 15.
Where do these guys find these things? Do these actually like store retail level?
These are all retail. This wasn't hard to get or anything, but
I don't think I've ever seen them.
And this is actually some sort of collectible thing too. Like he put it in his.
Yeah.
Honestly, it wasn't worth it, but I guess he had it handy. Whatever.
So that's cool. Is the plastic like something the collector put it in, or is that?
Yeah. This is what the vendor did because I could pop that out easily.
I was going to say I don't think I've ever seen them in a blister like that.
No, dude. There's a large scale one, and then they have a smaller one for the more typical card. But there we go.
That's cool.
And trust me, this one's getting opening. Ka-chow. We see it. Yeah. Jump on, T-Mog. The link's in the thing. So super happy about that, and really kind of fluky because this is Rocket League and it's Rocket League branded right on the car. So maybe it might have been tricky to get. I don't know, but and then I was looking and he had a 5-pack and of course it had a bone shaker and I thought,
it's different.
It is different though.
Different,
and that's all I need. I just need to be different. So
That bottom one looks like a shark car.
Yeah, I don't. Whatever.
This looks weird, yeah.
Or a twin, not twin. Yeah, twin mill.
Maybe it's the twin mill. Yeah, maybe. What's the code on that one? We'll take a peek.
There you go. FYL23. See, I knew there was a good reason to have a mega expert on. Mega
FYL23.
See, it's going to catch on. I'm just going to keep saying it until it catch on. FYL23, and this is assortment.
Okay. Here it is. Okay, so
Rocket League assortment. They're all Rocket League branded. Which maybe I should keep the other cars too. I don't know. I mean, once I crack them open, I don't know what I'm going to do. But so I've got that one. But the best part of that deal was he also had this one. And when I was looking up,
another one.
Oh, yeah. And when I was looking up, I didn't know there was a 3-pack. I know there's a 2-pack with an exclusive one. So I was looking for. And I feel like I should have this, but I don't have any photography showing that I do. And while I was looking through my phone, through the Google Photos, the guy said, I'll tell you what, I'll give you this one for free.
Oh, no way.
Those. Well, because he's closing up, right?
Oh, yeah. You got the end of days deals.
Yeah. He wanted to end it on a high note, and he knew it would make me happy. It's like, sweet. I mean, I don't give a crap about the other 2 cars.
Because you know what? What's funny, Rick, is that to him and to other people, they're like, meh, it's just a 3-pack. But to you, it's like Bone Shaker. Like I must.
Well, no, but what he says is, as fantasy cars go, Bone Shaker's up there.
It's up there now?
Yeah, like it's a unique looking one with the skull on the front. It gets attention, right? And they do a lot of. I mean, at this point, they're pumping out about 5 a year.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, look, thought this was new bricks. Yeah, not a new brick on yet, right? Actually, I didn't even realize I put on the Hot Wheels hat. That was funny. So that's okay. The bricks are coming, dude. The bricks are coming.
The bricks are right behind you. They just haven't opened them yet.
Had you guys seen
I know he can't see.
Which one?
Hitting on the height.
On the Walmart, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, $109 for that damn set.
For which
I hadn't seen it before. That's what I picked it out. I was like,
okay. Well, I was going to say something about that. So actually, there's 2 pre-orders available.
Yeah, the other one is the green car, right?
And I did that about. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's not get.
Let's skip to the Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
Mega Box. Yeah.
So
let's go.
Wife's at Pennington's last night. I go to Toys R Us.
Of course. And he got it. Look at this bastard. Ah.
Slow down.
What is this? What is this?
I had you there for a second.
What is this?
So, it's just this weird garbagey company, Wise Block.
Toys R Us is selling this, and it's remote control.
They had this. It's in their Lego scale, compatible brick, 400 pieces. We'll see. Valley Boulevard, Fontana, USA. I don't know if I've heard of Wise before, but I'll look them up. And it's like, you know what? Now, this was literally at the point of purchase on the way out. So I basically tripped over this, and they had 2 different ones, and this was the cooler of the 2 that were RC'd. I figured, hey, for that price, I wish if they had that one, I would have bought that one. That one looks cool. But, I mean, it looks like it's 8 wide little, what do you call that type of race? I used to rally race car. Yeah. You know, cheap, whatever. I've spent more on less, right? So I got that. And this is the one that Dan will
be mad about. Damn you. Damn you.
So I was looking for.
How the hell does your Toys R Us have all this stuff early? Because I know you can get it online.
I'm not even kidding when I said that is the best Toys R Us. I only go there once or twice a year. Every time I go in there, it puts a smile on my face.
Now, did you get that full retail?
Well, I had some those $10. You know the ones I was giving away online. Oh, hey, Jacob's around. Hang on, Jacob.
Hey, Big Nate's out there too.
Shazam!
Yeah, good. You
what
got
happened?
The link. There we go,
Jacob.
Oh, there we go. I was worried it wasn't popping up. Long time no see, buddy.
Yeah, it's gone.
Good. So I go in there, and literally, as soon as I turn the aisle down the corridor and then look at where the Mega is in that particular store, I saw it. I grab it. I go through the first 3, and this was the best box of the 3. Not that it was a big deal to me, but
it's eye popping. That looks great.
Yeah.
I kind of like what it's gonna look like.
I don't know if I actually like it.
No,
it's like I said, I gotta have it, right? Because at least this scale, I'm committed right now until I find one I really hate. I don't hate this one, so it's like I'll keep picking them up, and they're not bad. But I did have some more of those, use this before whatever date bullshit with Toys R Us, and so yeah, that was cool.
So what was the retail on it? $79.99?
75?
74.99?
I think it was $75.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at the piece count, 622, and there's your little bit of. They're going Lego way and premiuming up the.
It's getting there. But hey, you know what? The bricks are there. The quality's there in the modern brick with them, so I don't have.
I like the red stripe on those tires. Looks kind of cool. But now
I know. I could see some people wanting those to do other builds for sure.
You could. And then the Bigfoot one is actually people have reviewed it.
And I know
already.
people are already doing that with the Hot Wheels sets. They're taking the wheels here and then using their Lego and building.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, it's like, look, you're getting all these great wheels now, right? It's too bad they couldn't do a co-promotion or something, Mattel and Lego. It's like, we would love to have these wheels in actual Lego. How cool would that be? But yeah, so I was real tickled to get that. And I literally just closed the deal to pick this actual car up in Hot Wheels. Because I was looking for this today and I couldn't find it. No one has it. Muscle Bound. No one has it.
Really?
Yeah, and I closed 2 deals to get 2 Muscle Bounds, and one of them is this actual thing. Why wouldn't they give us a car? I don't know. But I think it's about the scale, because remember, they only did it in the 2 largest scale ones. So I'm really happy. So far, I'm happy with these. I'm going to keep buying them until I can't or whatever. So,
that's cool. There's a $6 one. Oh,
but yeah, I was sitting there, and I was just searching on Walmart, and it was just a dumb thing, and it said, "Oh, pre-order." Okay, click.
You got it.
Discounts, right? So, and then what I might do is, when it shows up, what I might do is do an automatic return and purchase it back again and get my double discount. Yeah, I don't know if I'll waste my time doing that.
I'll have it chat with you at that time. But I got one for you, Rick. Here you go.
Oh, show. Let's see. Hang on. I will full screen this.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, Hot Wheels Top Gun. You know what? I saw that, I think, last time, but I didn't see any of those today.
Yeah, it only came in one. But what's that?
That's an F-14?
F-14, yeah. So at the bottom. So they got the Grumman. It's all licensed name and everything.
Did they release any others in that?
That's the only one. The only one I seen was that one, and then the other one, Rick, I think I showed you before, but I'll just show you this one.
Oh, hang on. Excuse me. The blue one, yeah, I'm 99% positive I got that.
You did. I think you said you showed it. But the cool thing, do you remember that Mega Bloks? Remember the Mega Bloks set that I got with that one? The actual.
You got
the Mega Bloks version.
You must have.
I never showed it on here.
No, the
blue. No, you haven't seen it? Okay, give me a second.
Maybe I'll grab it. I'll be right back. Where's my phone?
That Grumman Aerospace, we went by, they kind of have like a plant just outside of Grand Forks. I actually noticed it this past weekend.
All right, I'm back. Hey, good to see you, Jacob.
Great.
I didn't get the chance to watch your video. What's your other sources, Jacob? Oh, you must have showed me that. Yeah, I'll make that full screen. Yeah, the old school ones.
I
don't have a real hope of hell of finding. Yeah. I don't have a hope in hell of finding that sealed. So.
Little guy in the front, but yeah, these old ones are hard to just find. Period. I never even know this existed, but they have the old World Builder scale figures, which is the little mini versions. But yeah, little bone shaker for your delight.
So welcome to Hot Wheels.
Yeah,
we don't do bricks. We don't do bricks anymore here on my show. It's all Hot Wheels. And I'll tell you the truth, I'm definitely leaning towards the cars in the brick sets. It's kind of like when I went through that wave of tanks. I was like,
you're getting 2 birds with 1 stone, right? Your Hot Wheels fix and your cars.
Yeah, Hey, you know what's crazy at the car show? So there's some guy there with a 3D printer. He's made a stand-up display. You could put all the standard cards in it, and they'll stand up real nice. Okay, it's cool, but I don't really have space for it. And the other thing he had was a 3D printed little single stand to put a car in. He was selling that for $10, but it's like, I don't really need anybody's 3D printed kind of crap. I got access to a server farm if I really, a printer farm if I really want to get that done. I mean, it was cool. I applaud anyone trying to make money doing something unique, so go for it. But now we're going to open up stuff that I can't remember what's what. So let's see. So they get that face down. I'm good. So this one's clearly from Lego because I see the LG1 box. I guess as I open them, I will. Oh, I gotta be careful.
Oh, you didn't.
No. What'd you do?
Did.
Did you do it?
I already did it.
No.
Now you gotta order another one.
This is the one to build, right?
Yeah.
What did you do, Rick? Did you not use an X-Acto knife?
Oh,
Right? Come on.
this wasn't a gift with purchase, was it?
It was a garbage. Yeah, look, I did. I popped it.
That just lets the air out. You know, you get your wife's hair curler.
I got more
seal
than
it back
one of
up.
these in here, so I will have to. I can't believe. See, it was stuck to the plastic. I didn't even notice it.
Oh, did it get stuck to the
Well,
tape?
that's what. You know what? You're right. Wifey can build it,
There you go.
and I'll have another one. So.
Oh, is that the little spooky diorama that they gave you?
Yeah, gift or purchase, whatever. And let's see. So we got that, like everyone else.
Oh yeah, that's the other one, Ray.
I thought
Yeah,
maybe you sliced that is what I was thinking.
Oh no, but that plastic was right up against the. Oh,
Stuck to the
damn you,
tape.
Lego. See, I'm not that guy. I'm not going to call Lego and go, hey, blah blah blah. I just thought, go build it. Halloween's around the corner. Go build it.
That little race set is really good. It's got so much detail in it.
Which one?
The little castaway set. That's really
Oh yeah.
so much detail to it. It's got the little trees. I like that little. And the only way you can get that was a free purchase.
150.
Yeah. So these are gifts with purchases with something else.
But you can't buy it by itself. No,
Not yet.
not yet.
Probably not. Lego
Not
hasn't done that in a few years. And of course, we got another keychain. And actually, I've gotten one of these before, but then
Is that Mando? Yeah.
Yeah, but wifey took it from my daughter, so now daughter is getting herself another one because she needs yet another Lego keychain.
I need one of those to replace my boba. He's getting a little weather.
Yeah, she was saying like her Spider-Man's all worn out. Doesn't even look like Spider-Man anymore.
There's no paint or anything left on the helmet on boba.
Oh. All right, let's move those aside.
Your Crocodile Dundee knife might be a little bit too big, Rick.
Yeah, something. No, that was bad. You know what's funny? All these years, and I don't think I've done that once on the show. Oh, that's okay. What's this one? Ooh, okay, carrying on with the car theme. So Amazon was having some on and off deals, and because I do like trying the different names.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, the Slugan. Nice.
Yeah. So I don't know if they've lifted this or what. By the way, wow. Let's see, 262 pieces. That box is ridiculously oversized because that should be smaller than a Speed Champs box or the same as a Speed Champs box.
They want to sell you on the artwork, and you bought it.
Oh my goodness!
Just from the artwork.
Well,
right?
no, it wasn't that, but it was. I know the scale. It's an 8 wide, right? But Sluban again, because remember they made the robots. There they are.
Yeah.
Remember the mechs from the previous show? So I wanted to give them a try.
This
is some of their modern takes.
There's a white and yellow version too. There.
Yeah, I wonder if I got any of those.
The pics are on the back there of the.
No, I know. I know where they are. But yeah, so it's cool, and of course it's boxed Chinese stuff instead of.
So is Sluban like their version of Lego? Like the brand?
Well, Sluban's been around a long time.
Yeah.
Like I think even when I was in school, people might have been maybe 30 years.
Ooh.
And they do a lot
never
of
seen them,
licensed and brands overseas in Philippines and stuff. A lot of licensed brands. They had the Pacific Rim. So actually, that crap there is Pacific Rim.
Sluban's got like
Rising
companies too, don't they?
Say that
what?
again?
Like Sluban's got like other companies. Like
They've got a few other
Right.
sub companies, and they're associated with Sembo Blocks, which is a lesser company. And there's one or two other sub brands they have that were definitely copycat companies, where everything those ones put out was definitely a lift of somebody's work, Lego or otherwise.
Wasn't Dragon Bricks part of that too? Or am I wrong?
No, Dragon Bricks was Canadian.
Well, okay.
What is it?
The packager,
The Canadian
is beyond that. It's all
home.
all they're doing is repackaging crap that I've seen for 6 years
Okay.
so
You
far.
see Dragon Bricks at Canadian Tire.
So far.
Yeah, and Toys R Us has them
And
too.
Toys R Us too.
Yeah.
No, they're whoever they got working for them in sales is doing a good job.
Yeah.
Because you know what? When you can get in Canadian Tire, Toys R Us, and Walmart, you figured out something.
I bet you they're hanging out. Canadian Tire's shipping. I bet you they're hanging out with them because everything's made in China with Canadian Tire, right? They.
That's not any different than anyone else.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. True. What do you think you have in this one?
It's tough. It's because you're literally talking. I've been building this up all week, and
Is this one of the sales from?
well, we'll know when I open it. Let's see.
Star Wars.
No.
Pokemon. No, you already had that. Oh, more Sloop.
Oh, the yellow one.
More cars.
We were just talking about them. Did you get the other one too?
Okay.
So what would that car be if it's the British version? Is that like a Lotus?
I would think.
Does it say what it is? No.
No. The sports car. Sports car.
As
I mean,
big
that's like I said. They do a lot of branded stuff, but then they do a lot of
knockoff.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Sports car. I mean, I love all the. I just realized the countries.
Yeah.
All of them. I didn't even realize at first.
You got another Italian one there.
Ooh.
There's more. Holy.
Come on. Yeah. So, okay.
You're teasing us.
These were cool.
Yeah.
So the same Amazon order. Well, like they package them together. And so this one's a little weird.
Oh.
And when I ordered it, I knew it'd be a little weird. So I figured I was going to roll the dice. Yay! 2 points for hitting the cat.
Careful.
Yeah,
We're live.
We're
live
down
here.
to live stream.
They'll be jumping on and canceling you.
So let's see here. Leave that there for now. Now that would look. This was in the box, right?
It came like that.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
Huh?
On the website, they had what looked like a number of cars, and I looked at like, okay, that looks a little weird, but it was priced, and I thought, oh, this might be a clerical error, but it was priced like one of those, $20, $25, whatever it was, right? And it's like, oh, I got to do this. And they've done this. There's clearly multiple boxes in here. I got to be careful this time. At least until I take pictures. Oh, okay.
So be careful.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about him cutting his hand.
Yeah.
I gotta wait. I'm doing it away from me.
Yeah, I know. No.
Safety guys.
Your body straight.
I don't know. You're not working right now, so you got no.
I don't have my gloves on. Yeah. At work, every time I don't have my gloves on, I cut my hands.
Of course.
So.
Oh wow.
There's one, and this is one. This looks like the 6 wides, so it won't be as good in smaller boxes. And by the way, look how much more reasonable. 164 pieces in this size box, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to 200 in this crazy size box. I mean, look, Lego in the same size box, a little bit bigger, puts 1,000. So, yeah, that's kind of ridiculous.
Well, don't forget, Mega was like shipping air back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Car
That
Club.
figurine
blah,
looks
blah,
like
blah.
Playmobil.
Yeah, it looks like
Eh?
Oh, the Slewband figures are trash.
Yeah.
Even the best of them are trash.
That's what
I got
reminds me
nothing
of
good
it.
to say about their
are
figures.
they super hollow, like just kind of shells? Do they actually have meat to them? Like
A little.
Yeah.
They're not the worst. I think the all-time worst figures I've ever had are the ones that came with the Titanic set I
the
had.
Sleuben version?
Yeah, or was it? I don't even know if it was theirs or someone else's.
Or the play day.
So there's a red
So
one.
you bought these separately, but together they came
this
together?
was $5 for the price of one of those. I go,
Oh.
I'm going to
really?
get 5 car builds. It's like, why not? And they're all 6 wides, and maybe that's the way I'll build, because I do have some Speed Champs in 6 wide, and I know 8 wide is better.
Oh, there's a good picture of your figure on the side there. What it looks like.
Yeah. But
so you got 5 of them, eh? As a set for the same price as
8
one.
Yeah, as one of those other ones.
You'll have to
All
build
box,
5 in
all
one
box
stream.
Slew bands. They're all.
Are you gonna do? Yeah,
one,
you're gonna
two,
do a
three,
show
four,
of all 5.
6. Well, I'll
I
build
want
them
to see
all.
the frustration.
He'll get through the
Like
first
doing
one. Thumbs will start bleeding.
You're like
Well,
doing a
I
puzzle over
definitely hope
again.
you're not bad. And unfortunately, I'd have to look online.
But what is the quality of the Sleuben like? What's the brick
Well,
like?
if you go back to, I'll tell you what. So if you go back to the 4 Jaegers, the robots that I built back in 3-4 years ago, those things were amazing. The clutch was like 90-95% Lego. Stickers, which I hated at the time, but the builds were amazing. Overall, the books were good. So I have high hopes. Now, granted, these are 6 wide, they're not 8 wide. These are 8 wides, so I don't expect it to be as cool. But I'm into the cars, so I'm definitely trying them out. So I was a little worried, but it's like, oh, what are they gonna? I thought they would all be gray pack Chinese, no box kind of stuff. I was like, no, cool. Oh, I think I could might have marked that one. It's stuck to the bottom. I think it's the tape. What do we got on this one? Some blue car. Car Club, and of course M38. Blah blah blah.
That's a fake Le Mans car, I think, with that yellow and blue or orange and blue color. Yeah, I think the golf color.
Oh wow, I didn't realize how much Slewband would show up on this screen. Let's see if I didn't knock this up. Maybe a little. Not that anyone can. Okay, good.
You'll have to do a Slewband month.
Yeah.
I tell you, I actually could. I should reach out to them again, because they, well, you might not remember, they sent me free sets before. They sent me that SWAT car and that green plane.
Oh,
I'll tell you, that was not the best stuff they could have put on the market. And when I sent them what I was working on, I said, you probably don't want me to finish this review. They let me off the hook because it was not good. It just our double negative there. It was horrible.
Oh, so the greenhouse wasn't Slewband. For some reason, I thought that was.
The greenhouse, no. Probably a Juicero, the greenhouse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
So, wow. Yeah, I didn't even realize. Look at all, it's all cars. And I wish I could say that was all.
Well, you definitely have a lot of stuff to work through the winter months. That's just good.
Because I didn't have enough bricks to get through the winter. I could melt the bricks and have stuff left over.
You can probably build a house out of all the bricks you got so far.
It's kind of obscene.
Rick will make his rings of power melting down plastic.
Yeah.
One ring to roll the ball.
Yeah, anyone wants some insulation for something, we can melt down some bricks. And I tell you, the toxic fire, though, do you burn down all my bricks?
Luckily, most of that would just melt into a big pool before anything.
Well, the fumes, though, coming off it.
Oh, yeah, even now.
So, Amazon sale. Oh, Amazon sale, which was cool. You know, the early access garbage.
Yeah.
Plus, I had a promo code from. Do you guys ever do the reviews on Amazon? Like, do they ever email you saying, "What did you think of this and that?"
Oh yeah. You do those?
If you're positive they're coming from Amazon and you do those, do them. I find that when I do lots of them, I get promo codes, discounts
For just anything?
Really?
Well,
Right.
I do a lot of them.
Yeah.
Right? What did you this set? What do you think of this electronics item? What do you think of these network cables I bought? All this crap, right? I do it. It takes me 2 minutes, and
So they give you what, like $5-10 off kind of thing?
so I used 2 codes, and I think I took 15 or 20 off of this. And that was on top of early access. So
Nice.
it's one of 2 I was interested in. Since I got this one, I won't waste time with the other one.
Oh wow.
I guess I need to start doing those reviews.
I don't do them all, but I tell you, the last few months I've been getting one here, one there, one here, one. It's like, dude, now I just do them.
I just delete them. I guess I'll go back in my delete folder.
Well, I don't think you have to wait for the email. I think you can
Just do a reviews period.
I think
Review
you
any
can.
item. Well,
I
she might as well
usually
just go to
when
your.
I'm prompted.
Yeah.
But I think you can just go do them and bang them out.
Yeah, because you can always rate the product, right?
Yeah.
When you buy something. So
Well,
that'd
review
be
stuff.
interesting.
Yeah. Put your reviews down.
I've always wondered about that. That's good.
It was this or the Iron Man one, and
That one will pop. Hopefully the gold is like shiny or something.
yeah.
What kind of
I
bricks?
got a lot of Iron Man stuff lately, and it's like I don't need more Iron Man stuff, but I have nothing for Thanos. I thought that'd be kind of cool.
Does Lego do metallic brick at all, or just like is that just gold?
Not for years though.
No. Well, you've got they do have gold, silver.
But is it shiny or is it dull?
They've done both.
That's an old school one,
and they've done chrome as well. But their chrome is not great.
That's
it's not meant to be handled.
Fighter.
Yeah.
No, the chrome is never meant to, but their chrome is not great. I'll tell you the truth, third-party chrome is better. Let's bang this one out. Let's see.
Oh, eBay?
Yeah, this is the final. Did I order this one already, or did they reuse a box? Maybe. Actually, I think it is eBay. But sometimes people just reuse an eBay box. So this is the last of 3 sets that I wanted to get from a certain theme.
Jacob, you're super quiet over there. What are you working on?
Oh, I'm taking my time building the Bricktober promo from this week.
Which one? The
space one.
Oh, which one was that?
So are they boxed this year?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I got a box right here.
Oh, hang on. I want to see this one because I don't get
cool.
there early enough to get any of these, and I don't go often anyway.
Nice. So what do you end up getting? Is it a puzzle or what?
I can pull up a picture on my phone because I'm not quite done the model yet.
So it's like a 3D model? Something standing up?
It's like a little spaceship ride. Hold on,
cool.
Turn down the brightness. See, that should work for appearing.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. So it's just like a little multicolored. Yeah.
Wow. That kind of looks like the Idea's rocket ship set.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Look at that.
Close, right?
So you spend $80 at Toys R Us, and they give that to you. Last week, or not last week, 2 weeks ago was a pirate ride. I didn't care for that, but the space one, I was like, okay, that's cool enough for me to add.
Yeah. Oh, is that you buy a certain amount of money Lego and they give you a free little promo thing? Okay, I think that's still on at my local Toys R Us. Okay.
Yeah, so I've only got the base done right now. I'm just really lost in my thoughts lately, so that's why I'm taking my time with it. So, yeah.
Rick's voice can help us put us to sleep when we need to, right, Rick?
Oh, wow.
When you need that extra zing, right?
Yeah. By the way, look how cool that box was. They reused the Amazon box.
Oh, they turned it inside out. Yeah.
Yeah. Rings of Power.
I got a big one
for that box originally. That's kind of cool.
Got the yellow version.
So that's the third set that I.
Oh yeah, you got it.
We
There's
discussed that one
Chopper.
before.
I'm gonna. Are you building those? Are you gonna build those eventually? For
They will
sure.
all get built.
Okay, I'd love to see how that turns out with that in the Winnebago and
if you
the other
see
one.
it on the stream, 99% of everything gets built.
Man, I think your 2023 is going to be a build year for you with all the stuff you got.
Well,
wow,
I'll be able to go through 50 to 100 sets before I need to think of doing anything again. So, and a lot of these are nice and small. Like the cars would be great because I can have a lot of them. I mean,
you can
that's going to be the fun part, figuring out how to display them and how to pack them all together.
Nah, it's good. It's good. I can't wait to see all your mega stuff when you get built. You got so many good sets going now.
Yeah.
Between the Hot Wheels, the Pokemon, but even those Walking Dead sets will be interesting to see because the detail on them are so high end.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh, you still have 2 more boxes there? 3 more? Holy smokes! It's gonna be tomorrow by the time we're done.
I could have made 2 or 3 shows if I really wanted to. But,
well, we gotta wait for Ryan's show next week. We're gonna watch his.
I will have some more, and I can bring it on his show. This is probably my last one for this year. Anything else? Maybe I'll just bring it on his. Maybe.
Don't you have Lego coming? Don't you have some Lego coming?
I have some other stuff, but like I said, I kind of want to get refocused into the building and not so much in the accumulating.
But they're both equally as fun.
Both have a purpose. Mm-hmm. One to show and one to get, right?
So says the young man who still has room for
it. My dad came in my room earlier today and he's like, "Are you running out of space?" And I was like, "Are you kidding? No, I got plenty of space still."
You know what you need to do? Send him pictures of my setup. I'll send you some, and you show your dad. Oh, there's still lots of room. Look, Dad, that's
all 3D
space. I mean, look. If I do this, I can touch my UCS sets over my head. Actually, Jacob, have you seen that setup?
Yeah, I seen you post your pictures and whatnot.
Yeah, overhead.
You know me, I'm a lurker.
yeah. I don't know if we can show. Well, I mean, you can't see them there, but they're all those megas that he's talking about. They're right there at the edge. But yeah, and of course Ryan wants.
It will be Rick. It's going to be a calamity if one day you get buried in bricks, and we're going to see this live on TV.
If Toronto gets an earthquake, we know
you're
how going to die.
You're done. Star Wars will take you out. Your passion will take you out.
These boards, 1, 2, 3, 4, are not bolted in. Only the ones on the ends, because they end cap it, right? Now the UCS sets overhead, they're only on the boards by about 2 inches on each side.
An inch or 2, eh?
So if we have a real decent earthquake, I could be in real trouble. All right, so this is a Mrs. Albrecht's count. Let's see. Oh, by the way, awesome investments. So,
is this a city? Oh wow. Oh, you're ready for it. Look at that.
Yeah.
So would that work? Is that a tram that can go on the Lego train tracks? You think?
It should be compatible because the previous trains for Christmas have all been.
They all been the same?
Yeah, all the Winter Village type stuff.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
And we're at a point now, just like say with the CMFs with me or the UCS Star Wars, I can't stop buying them because they're good investments too. But she builds them. She loves them.
How do they make the snow on the rooftop there? Is that just like layered bricks?
It's just white stuff. Yeah, just white plates.
See the glare. White plates. Okay.
Yeah, white plates.
That'll go good with your Christmas tree set.
Dude, well, she's got an entire cabinet now of this stuff.
Oh, you can motorize it too. That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
You can put a motor on it. Nice.
Don't give her any ideas.
See, this is what I wanted to do with the Mega Constructs train set. Get those pieces, integrate them, because they're just technique / it should kind of be compatible, you'd think.
You'd think.
It'd be interesting because you could probably build it into the coal train part of the.
So let's see. Oh, Eileen's gonna like this.
That's cute.
Yeah, I hate these things.
You got one of those last year, kind of like a ornament, right? Yeah.
Christmas. Yeah, my wife's got them all at this point. This is the kind of stuff I'd buy from Brad, honestly, because it's not stuff I was normally getting, and then when my wife started getting into it, you could tell this is definitely a wifey box.
You need a little Coke bottle for that set. Make up a little Coke bottle set. Really, right?
Some trans smoke pieces and make a Coke
You could
bottle.
probably come out.
I could work that out.
That'd be a cute set.
Yeah. What else do we have in here?
Another one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys could take advantage.
And to be fair, what you're seeing on this show is stuff that's, my wife's collection is considered my collection. All buildable stuff that I've ordered for flips you're not seeing, and there's of course
Get the extras.
yes, as well. That's how I pay for some stuff. Now Eileen, who stayed up with me for the midnight launch, is probably wondering where the hell is the stuff that Richard ordered when he stayed up to midnight and then gave up. Actually, gave up before midnight. I talked myself out of some purchases.
Yeah, you didn't go with the Razor Crest. You went with something else, right?
Right. You're absolutely right. Remember that thought. Oh my God, where am I going to put this? What you throw? It's literally Christmas here. You know when Christmas and you throw all the wrapping paper? That's what we got going on here. I'll be taking pictures for weeks at this rate. So, hey, look, there's no longer a car stream.
I'm taking your advice. I'm filling out reviews, but this might take a while. I'm going to take a break.
Yeah. And Amazon sent me crap before, too.
Well, have you ever been reached out to about doing like reviews, like
for purchases
for
from Amazon?
For products?
I've had a few, and
like after you buy them, you mean, right?
No.
Reach
out random.
They see that I'm doing X number of views, and so they figure, oh, I'm a good reviewer. Am I interested in product?
Send you?
Yeah.
Oh,
some electronic stuff. There was one company with shavers because I was ordering electronic shavers, 2 or 3 of them, and I shied away from that mostly because I'm lazy about it. And I was a little skeptical, but I really shouldn't be, considering, I give these people on the other side of the planet my info and they send me free bricks. So I don't know why I'm drawing a line with people who see my Amazon shit. But
I never filled out a review up until now, but I had an email and basically saying they wanted, suggested, do I want to, it's almost like an ambassador program, and they'll send you stuff for you to review.
But what's funny is like we might as well do that.
Did.
Yeah, we should try it just to see if it would turn out. Is this the one?
I didn't know if it was bullshit or not. So
no, there's definitely somebody that guard your identity and just be careful. Make it try and make the best decision.
You don't give up your personal info.
Try not to. I'm fortunate between names, addresses, even me. It's all about the multiple accounts, and I've done a decent job of protecting myself over the years and gaming the system myself. Oh my goodness!
So this is the one that you got that special night, right?
Yes. Yep. I can make this work. Which now also makes me realize I probably don't have the extra Halloween stuff in here. But I should still have more anyway, not that I really care. Those polybag promos, I've got no use for. If it was a minifigure like Star Wars, that'd be cool, but... Oh, okay. What did I just say? That I didn't have more? There we go. Okay, my cat's gonna go ape shit all night long. Yeah, too bad I gotta go to work. Oh, I mean, this is probably going to be a good giveaway. That was thrown in.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's the B guy. Oh yeah, now I remember.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
So for the daughter,
yeah,
Miles,
nice.
I think.
Miles Morales.
Miles
Is
Morales.
that what it is, Miles? Okay, so she's getting her. I'll throw that on her bed. She's out with her boyfriend.
You use Lego. Another one.
No. Oh no!
He's swimming in a Caribbean island here.
Yeah, I tell you, but you know what? So many people have it. I gotta wait forever to make any money on that. Like, seriously.
Are the leaves for those trees good? Like, do they turn out? Are they easy to build? The little leaves.
Well, yeah. Each. Okay,
it's just a hook on, right?
It's a 4. Yeah, you get the 1 or 2 stud points, and it's like 4 leaves on the one piece. Okay, so let me get rid of this. Let me get rid.
Have you guys seen the new trailer for the movie coming out next year? For Super Mario?
No. I saw part of it. I didn't watch the whole thing.
People are just kind of making fun of it for the new actors that are playing Mario and so on. But it seems like it's going to be good. Look at the size of that. Damn. Look at that.
That looks cool, though.
How many pieces is it? 2,500? 2,800.
28.
Wow.
2,800.
It's just
I'm guessing
brick. Look at that.
This was a toss in with this, I'm guessing, because I made other similar purchases that night. And I didn't get this.
For Mario stuff.
Is that what it is? Okay.
It comes with, eh?
So I stayed up. Eileen and a few guys were with me. We were doing a thing, and I was going to do my usual. And before midnight, I gave up because I talked myself out of the Razor Crest, you know? Because this guy I've been wanting. He was definitely on my list. And it's like, he just looks so cool.
Do you have all the Mario sets from?
No, that's Jacob's bag, not me.
Yeah.
I have the starter kits, and that's it pretty much. Oh, and the CMFs. I got some of the sets. I don't have every series, but I got at least 1 or 2 of them.
I'm cutting back to just poly bags, CMS, and starter courses. Anything that's mainline sets, I don't care for anymore because they don't do power packs anymore.
Oh no,
the little power packs.
No,
the little,
I mean like they pack them in for like $80 or something like that, and I can't be bothered.
Oh, look at the back of them. That's what I was going to ask you if they had a picture of the back.
Yeah.
So how do they make that tail? Is it a one-piece big piece? Huh, interesting. I was looking at all the different types of bricks you got there to work with. Cones.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it's got a few I'm not familiar with.
Yeah.
This is interesting.
That's schematic design there.
11 inches by 11. Oh, look at that, eh? 11 inches by 11 inches.
So he's a foot tall.
So about a foot tall. You know, nice looking little guy.
And they gave him a fire breath too. That's kind of cool. No movement or anything on this guy, right?
No.
Imagine that.
Not a lot of posability at all. I mean, basic joints.
You'll have ratchet joints, right?
Just a little, yeah.
That's going to be a build. Holy, that'll take you a day or two.
Yeah. So that was a good show, guys. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good little haul. I had fun this week because I was like, oh, I'm just going to keep posting pictures because things just started coming in like one after another and after another. And my fan supermarket, well, I grew up with Nintendo fans, so I love the fact that blocks out everything I bought.
There, Ian came over to
Facebook
or YouTube.
No, there's another one, number 3. He forgot. Rick.
They're only getting bigger. Oh my God, what am I going to do? What could be in here? I suspect that first box I opened with the gifts with purchases were probably tied to this. I can't remember now.
Is that box cube shaped?
Maybe. Watch me screw up another.
Don't do it on this one.
Oh, I'll cry. This one will make me cry. Oh my goodness. Okay. I literally have too much on the desk right now. I cannot open it. All right, we'll have to do it next week.
This will be your loaner set, right? This is when you're gonna send out friends to build and send back.
Now it's funny that you mentioned that. I have thought about getting back into that business. Remember, I did that with the Falcons.
What would you do?
Rent them out for 10 days at a time
To
and
build?
Yeah.
Cool.
charge, $50 to $100 for the privilege.
Wow.
Dude, I made a fortune last time. Because imagine being able to build the UCS Falcon and not having to worry about displaying it or whatever. Because after you
Just
build
have the
it,
fun of
you
building
take
it.
your
Yeah.
pictures. Yeah, take the pictures, have some fun with it, and then you hand it back. And then you don't have to stress over it. Well, there won't be any glory shot at the end of this because there's no way to see everything. Oh, my goodness. Oh,
You're gonna have to make some
okay.
room.
It's got to be something good if even you're surprised.
Well, no, I knew what it was, but what they did with it shocked me. Okay. Stuff is too damn big.
It's the Ferrari. I don't think so.
Now, yeah, I mean, the odds of me spending a lot on a big Technic set are kind of tough. Because I know I'm going to be showing the front of this, I'm tearing off the label. it's too damn big.
That's what she said.
Okay. I don't think I've ever had to do this on the stream, but excuse me, stand up.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
What?
It's like, oh yeah, I talked myself out of it.
Yeah,
It's like,
sure.
yes.
Yeah.
So,
What BS is this?
I did.
Rick, we don't believe you ever again now after this one.
No, I did. And you know what happened when I woke up for work at 4:30? Click, click, click.
It is a monster, though. That is a set worthy of getting.
This was half paid for. So that's all paid for with points. This was half paid for with points.
It's just a
There's
monster
some
of
neat
a set.
features with that thing.
Yeah, the
I
engine's
watched
coming off
a few
the whole-
reviews because I'm never going to own it, but
Yeah.
it looks pretty cool.
Rick, we'll have to do a show and tell one day that we can actually touch it.
I'm
the
hoping
local
these
guys.
figures are going to make it worth it. I'm hoping like this is unique. I'm hoping he's unique or will stay unique. These guys are not, as far as I know, are they?
Not really. No.
The Mando, the helmet's unique.
Really?
Oh, for the set, the
Helmet's
painting.
unique, and the arm
Ooh.
printing, I think, is different than the other ones with arm.
I mean, there was
printing.
no doubt that I was going to buy it, but yeah, the fact I ended up doing it in the morning when I woke up.
The funny thing is that the ship's gone from the show, so it's just funny that they put it out.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
was
not
thinking
in the
about
show
that
anymore.
argument because every ship is gone. You know what I mean? Like, the movies are gone, and I'm just glad they did something good. I'd like to see how this compares to like Rich Boy J's and a few of the other good mocks out there.
Oh, this one's nice. Look at the reviews just to get an idea. Once you build it, you'll really see how like thick it is. You have an escape pod in that one, I think, too, and then you have the armory and you have the cockpit. All
I'm
playable.
just happy to get a box that isn't half destroyed. So it turns
all
out
the
that
tops
box,
lift off.
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't think the feet are retractable, though. I think the feet are stuck stationary.
They're solid, just like the play scale one. You can't bolt.
There was no
in.
fear I was ever going to hang it, so I'm not too concerned about that.
Yeah, definitely one that you want to see sitting.
But
It just looks
I
good.
could see me building a stand for this to put it on an angle, maybe.
Sure. That would look good, yeah.
Actually, does it have the schematics? Does it say...
I've
There's a
heard
little
it's
one there, right down there. Yeah.
just
nine
big girth
nine
in
and a
it.
half high, 9.5 inches high, 28 inches long. Wow.
That's good. 2 feet long. Yeah.
So that's putting in Millennium Falcon kind of.
Length. Yeah.
Yeah.
How wide is it across the engines?
They don't say.
It doesn't say. Like, I watched Mander's
That
review, and
wingspan, they don't
he
say.
says it's like it's probably the, I guess,
The widest.
yeah, like
Because that Falcon, I think, was close to 2 feet. Like it was, like, you know, the UCS X. Okay, it's not 2 feet. Now that I think about it, it was not 2 feet. Because the UCS X-wing, the Red 5, was roughly 2 feet, nose to ass and wing to wing was roughly 2 feet, 24 inches. The Falcon was not as wide as the X-wing was wide.
Did
But
you
it
guys
was
ever
close.
get? Did you guys ever get the UCS version of the Slave One?
Well,
I
dude,
got it.
he built. Well, you built
You
it.
have it?
Didn't you? You built
Like-
yours, right?
Who?
Ryan built it. You
Who,
built
me?
yours. Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
being
you didn't
called
build
out for
yours?
dinner, so I
Oh,
gotta
we still
pop
got
out.
You out of here?
Yeah,
Take care,
I'm being
Jacob.
called
We
out
built-
for dinner. Thanks for having me on, though.
Thanks for hanging, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, see
Take
Jacob.
care. Peace.
I thought you built it.
No, Jacob, yourself, and me built the anniversary one together.
Oh,
Remember, that's like 2 years ago, probably.
is that what? Okay.
Yeah.
I know I still got.
Yeah, I'm looking
the
at
UCS one to build. Actually, I still got a bunch of them to build.
I like the Slave one was the first UCS set I bought, and I'll have a hard time opening it. I
Oh,
almost
Ian
want to
had
have.
guessed roller coaster at one point. I tell you, roller coaster, not a dumb guess. I'm thinking it. I've seen 2 different roller coasters, and I saw one guy connect the 2 of them with 2 little adjustments,
Wow. Made it double, eh?
and he did such. It's so easy to do,
And it worked. It
and it worked.
Yeah.
I don't know
Like
if it was
attach the
intentional
old
that
one
those
and the
beams
new
were
one?
at the same height, that if he swapped the 2 parts, they would merge together.
Like attach the 2 loop ones or the old one. And the
There
new
were
one?
2 corner connections, so that instead of turning left, it would turn right into the other set or something. And
cool.
But like 2 of the the loop coaster, or is the loop coaster and the?
I can't remember which one specifically.
I wonder if he
The
connected.
big, I know the
2
big one,
different
the one that
sets.
goes way up,
Yeah.
and drops down. That one, and then another one. But when I saw that, it's like, oh, I'm so tempted, because I know my wife likes the coasters. But I told her, where we're going to put it. You got to give me a space to put it, and I'll do it.
Connecting all that track though.
Oh my goodness!
And-
So was it the
like,
was it
the
the pirate
forward-
coaster? No, it was not. Your
No.
specific sets you're talking
I
about.
can't
eh?
remember. Yeah, there are 2 specific sets and recent sets, and
Oh, is it the creator one? The big
The
red,
Creator Expert.
red and white creator expert.
if I could, I'll look through my history. I was probably on YouTube when I found
Wow, those
I'll look through
prices
my
on those guys. There's anything from 500 to 800 US for that.
that. Oh,
Wow.
for sure. But yeah, that's definitely my biggest haul in a long time,
That was a good one.
and that's the on-screen stuff.
The good. Thanks for leaving that one for last. The Razor Crest, because that's the wow right there.
Well,
Yeah.
that, and it's like it was on the bottom, and I realized first I was stacking them throughout the week, and it's like, okay, the big stuff on the bottom, that made sense, because remember I went to FedEx, right? FedEx is the big Lego ones, and then it was like, I'm not moving them again. Screw this! It literally top to bottom. And that's why I'll do the show, and it just
But
makes sense.
It's just amazing that that's 6,000 pieces when the biggest Mega Block set that I have, I think, is like 3,000 and change.
Yeah,
and
but this is still probably
6,000
only
pieces. Like
maybe
little.
it's number 4 for Lego now, right? The Titanic, UCS Falcon.
that freaking wall art or whatever.
Oh, there's one like that. That's huge.
The world
the
map is
The
most
map is
pieces,
11,000 pieces. He's
bunch of
right.
studs.
11,000?
12,000 studs.
Yeah, it's 11,000 single.
Oh my
round
God.
studs.
Oh my god.
Imagine
Yeah.
bleeding thumbs. Put that many studs.
I mean, this is the only one that I have any interest in so far in Pixel.
So that's all Roundstad's pixel art.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and if you with the one set, you can build any of these 3,
Oh, you
And then-
can. Okay.
and then but you can only build one at a time. And
Yeah, yeah.
then if you buy 3 of these sets, you can build a 3 tall Darth Vader.
Oh,
using
wow.
online instructions.
Oh, wow.
I
Oh,
just
it's beautiful.
couldn't bring myself to spend
That
$450
much?
plus tax.
Well, here's the thing.
on-
Everyone who, if you want to build one of these and you want it to be Lego, great. Go buy this, get it on sale. Toys R Us sale, Amazon sales, whatever, $104, right? Do that. But if you want to build a 3 tall, go buy the Chinese one.
It comes with all the stuff, right?
Well, because you can't tell the difference.
There's no name
these
on it or
studs.
anything?
There's no
Yeah.
branding. So no one will know. And from what I've seen, the colors are fine. So,
But Lego single studs has the name on it because I find them mixed in with my stuff all the time.
flat tiled 1x1s.
Oh, they're flat tiled ones.
What do you mean
not?
flat tiled?
Oh no, you're right.
It's the round.
They're
They're
studs.
studs.
Studded. You're right.
That's what I thought.
Every piece has got a brand on it. Oh my god. Okay.
Which
Well,
for
okay.
you, and then it still doesn't matter for the other
Well,
ones.
here's the thing. Half the Chinese ones were done with the flat tile because I know I looked and there wasn't studs. So that's interesting. I'm going to go back and take a look. I wonder what would make a better final picture.
Probably the square
Studs
tile.
or tiles.
A tile would.
Hey, I think squares could be cool too.
Yeah.
And by the way, you can make your own using Lego's website or using LDD.
It'll pixelate something for you.
Yeah,
Like if
you could feed it a picture
that'd be cool.
and it'll dump it out, and then you could even get the parts for it. But that's the only one I've had any interest in.
Yeah, I think it was last Christmas, people were buying up that style of set like crazy because I guess Toys R Us had a crazy sale on them.
And I couldn't find it for less than 120.
Really?
That
Which was
more
still
than
not
the other
bad. I mean,
ones.
versus 149, but a lot of people found them at 108.
I
don't know
think
if
people
that one was
grabbing them.
that one was discounted. I don't know if that was as low as 108 though. I don't remember if that one was.
Yeah. Some people were grabbing those things at like $75. I don't know what deal price matching was going on, but they were grabbing them cheap. That they were going back and price matching them for whatever
Really?
price.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
For
weird.
that,
I remember
I
it's like,
don't
what's
get
the big
any of
deal?
those deals because I'm also not usually that guy. But that would be
Yes,
great.
75 a piece. I would have jumped on it. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know what they were about. And it's just like that's Lego. I'm like, meh. I was like, we're not gonna jump into that black hole of despair. If I had started there's so many good sets to get, but maybe someday. When you guys retire all your sets and nobody's left to buy them.
Yeah.
Pass them
My
along.
black hole despair is
I'm
that
just
big
happy this box
series.
is not the size of the UCS Falcon.
What's that,
Because
Rick?
I'm just happy the box is not the size of the UCS Falcon box.
That's a nice box. Like that's perfect size.
It's not. Yeah, I mean,
It's thick, but still,
so,
look at it. It needs to be right.
basically it's as wide as those mega premium
Yeah,
boxes.
the signature sets. Yeah.
Except that would be that high and not this high. But because right now I've got like the UCS. The AT-AT and then the Star Destroyer, which are basically more or less the size of the UCS Falcon box. And they're so
find
big,
it.
you can't put them anywhere. Just the box. Forget the sets when you build them.
Rick, I'm looking at your box, and it's so funny to see Disney below Star Wars. It doesn't even fit.
It almost feels wrong, doesn't it?
It feels wrong. It's just like I'm like Disney. Oh,
By the way,
they should have made it separate.
Jokes in the memes, with all the jokes in the memes with the Mickey Mouse looking Vader and stuff. Why do we not have a Vader with Mickey Mouse ears?
Somebody should do it.
Why?
Do it. Is there any bust out there that can
And
do
even
it?
give us a Lego statue of Vader.
The Star Wars guys would probably call blasphemy and go nuts and rebel and
screw them. I don't care. I want to build it. That sounds cool. Seriously, I like to
do it. Mock it up. Are you ever gonna do anything like freelance? Just kind of make your own stuff from nothing.
Well, I got rid of so much of my mock storage, and I just put all the parts into shoe bins.
And what are you doing with all that? Eventually, just sell it off.
Well, most of that. Well, no, the bulk I put in storage, and that'll be another resort when I retire at some point. I just don't need it right now. I'm not mocking. I'm not kidding myself. I don't build, at a rate I'm on that I want.
Well, you don't need
now.
to. Yeah, you don't need to. Yeah.
And no, I enjoyed mocking. Like when I built, the last thing I mocked was that kind of mech, which was I called the TIE Cat, which is kind of like a mech warrior / TIE fighter mashup, but it's basically just a big robot mech, and that thing was 28 inches tall.
And you just made this from scratch, just
right out of my head. 3 weeks of building, and I loved it.
Cool.
And it was 3,000, 4,000 pieces. Heavy,
Wow.
very top heavy. Learning how to deal with structural support on something that had basically it's a two-legged walker.
Yeah.
And it was so top heavy with rocket launchers on its shoulders. Like it was so fun to try and figure out the logistics of building something like that.
Yeah. You should do that again once you have time.
Yeah. Well, Rhino remembered the mock contests I used to do, and I really like to bring that back. It'd be nice to bring that to the Lego group.
It was like a $15-$20 set, and then
cheapest
build
set,
whatever you want.
Yeah,
and they can just do anything.
Yeah. And the rule was you have a month, build as much as you want, post it.
That'd be fun. Yeah,
it was. I loved it. Now I took it to the extreme because even when I took myself out of it, I would keep posting it, and like I would do like 8 designs and for me it's like you only have 100 or 150 pieces. There's only so much you can do with it, which for me was after an hour, whatever you got is what you got because you're not going to get any better. You don't have that many pieces. And I could pump out one design each day, and it was so much fun and such a great mental challenge.
Well, it'd be good. I kind of just brain fart here. Throwing a set that you think would be typical for that and rotating it through the crowd and see what turns up. Everybody has a chance to play with that set, like you were saying before. But like actually put it on your show as like, hey, this is what I came up with. This is what you came up with.
Yeah,
kind of rotate it on. It'd be interesting.
Tell you,
but like a decent set, like a good set, like something big.
Yeah, you can even everyone build something and you post it on, say, LCC and do like hashtag have a name. That way you can do a search and like.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
And then you can play it on stream.
I want to do something, and I want to do a draw probably before Christmas because I think someone would like that if I give away something for the club. I mean, the group's getting there. I mean,
theme it up. Make it a theme.
1,400 members now, something like that.
Do a favorite set built before Christmas or something. For that time, then you show them off. Make people work for it.
I mean, that's cool, but not everyone can necessarily do that.
Build?
Yeah, well, or they may.
It could be anything though. Yeah, flavor of the month, flavor of the day. Just build. Make a day where we all get to build something together, but random, like whatever we want.
Well, we definitely got to sit down and. Well, that's the thing. I wanted to start up another show once or twice a month, which isn't New Bricks today, because I'm not constantly. I'm definitely tweaking some.
Call it build your brick.
This is like literally the last big haul for a while.
That's a pretty good one. I don't think anything better is going to come out before the end of the year.
Well, that was the other thing too, and I'm prepared to buy like 2 or 3 of these big bad boys next year because I'm sure they're going to come up with something, right?
What do you mean?
Well, UCS sets, right?
You think they'll come up with more?
Come on.
What's the new ships they could do that's out there?
Whatever they want.
Just anything. Pick it from the lore. Did they do any of the bad guys?
Nice if they were new. It'd be nice if it was new, but we've had 2 X-Wings. We've had 2 different TIE fighters. They did show us a TIE bomber they allowed us to vote on, remember?
That's exactly what I'm thinking for May.
Don't tell me that's not in their back pocket ready maybe for May or maybe next
It won the competition, so to speak, the vote?
No, it didn't. The gunship.
No.
Oh,
which one?
Wasn't it the gunship that won? The gunship won, which is why we got the gunship.
And I'm thinking the TIE bomber was maybe second.
Yeah.
The TIE bomber? That's the one with the 2 windows in it, right? Side by side?
Yeah, TIE bomber.
2 modules. Yeah. And then it has the
and it was
Darth
nice,
Vader's wings.
Too. It was nice.
Yeah. And so what else?
So bad.
What other ships have they not even come up with, like old or new, that they could use? They've done the Naboo fighter, have they? I think you said.
Yeah, but you know what?
Yeah,
it's small.
I feel bad for people. The regular play set was crap. The UCS one is crap.
Oh, it's not even been good?
It was simple. It was done too early and has never been redone.
Oh, okay.
Now, if they redid it today with today's parts.
Well, Mando's ship is coming for season 3, right? We're going to have that more action. But that's just a junker put together, right? It's not nice.
But you know what? There's every expectation that they'll do that in UCS at some point. Why
there
not?
Is.
It's
sure there is. Sure there is.
Too bad they came out with that play set, but it's like way overpriced for what it is.
Which one?
I have a hard time justifying spending $80 on that that Mando Starfighter.
Oh, when they do it, if they do it.
Well, they've done a play
set
of it.
version.
Oh, the little version
like,
of it. Okay.
It's $80.
And they want $80 for that? Oh,
for like
come on.
400 and some pieces. Like it's
double. See, I don't
like-
get Lego's pricing is double the price of the brick count. So it's just,
well, like I told you, that disappeared. Actually, as much as 5-6 years ago, piece count was no longer
you can't
a regular
go by.
valid way.
see, I just use it as
no
a
longer
base
a metric in the Lego world.
Yeah,
It really
in the Lego world, it doesn't even matter anymore. It's just what they charge for it.
But even the size of the set, like it just doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
Like, if you had bigger pieces in it and stuff, like if
these
it
days,
was
I take
like
a box.
16 inches long or something like that,
Yeah.
you'd think, oh,
And I take the box, I tip it on its side, I run my hands up. Where are the pieces? And that to me is like a big deal for me.
Mhm.
When I'm paying X amount of dollars, and where are the parts in that size box? Like that bothers me a lot when it's like half empty.
Yeah.
And then I hear like Lego say, "Oh, we're going to do this and that for the environment. We're going to do." No, you're not. No, you're.
Oh
not.
yeah, and there's
It's
that
full of
whole thing, you
crap.
guys. The whole thing about the biodegradable brick. Eventually, are these all the new style? The new.
The only parts that Lego's done is a handful of
Okay.
plants.
Okay.
yeah, they were the greenery.
The
Remember
greenery
they had
and officially in the extra set, which you can buy in the Lego store.
Mm-hmm.
and the gift
and-
of purchase that came out
And-
a few years back.
It was a gimmick to subdue all the naysayers out there. Like, oh, you're
It
not
came
doing
in that
anything.
crappy yellow box that
Yeah.
So it was lip service basically for all the green thumbs.
It's a
out there.
joke. Well, because they put it off. They said 2035,
Yeah.
right? Something like that for the full rollout of this stuff.
Yeah.
They've given themselves so much time. People could forget it or whatever. Changes, whatever. They're not
So, Rick-
obligated. They're not obligated to do anything anyway.
Rick, it just popped into my mind. You have one set that you still haven't got, and I'm not impressed that you haven't got the Osprey yet. The discontinued Osprey. I'm not going to be impressed until you get that set.
You really want me to spill the beans on that deal?
Oh, you have one coming. Okay.
No.
We'll see.
Well,
We'll see. But I'm still like that to me would be the ultimate treasure hunt, because it's just people are going to hang on to that for like dear life.
I'm still trying, and
It's got to be out there.
Honestly, going to cost me one of these.
Why not switch it over? That's a
No,
perfect.
and I'm willing.
Yeah.
There's a negotiation going on, but
Cool. Well, if you can get that before the end of the year, that'd be an awesome end to the year.
guy says, "Give me 2." I ain't giving you 2 for that. I don't even like tech. I don't even like Technic.
Yeah,
Why
no.
would I give you?
Oh yeah, because it's all techniques. Yeah,
It's
you're
all
not into Technic. Yeah, but still, it's just the golden goose that you don't have, right?
I'm an impulse buyer. If I could have got it from New Zealand or Australia in those first 4 weeks, man.
So, were people just selling it normal, like didn't know anything was coming, and then all of a sudden, bam, it discontinued and pulled off the shelf?
Here's the thing. It was literally on the shelf for 3 days.
Okay.
In New Zealand
Somebody
and
blew it up.
Australia,
Yeah.
which is pretty typical. That given the worldwide release for stuff, you would think North America's first. Not so much.
Whoever's shipped closer.
That part of the world, just because of the distance, right, where it's going, right, and it still got on the shelves first, and then the backlash almost immediate because, of course, they had the early reviewers.
Yeah, the people got them way before.
Stuff who got it early, and they were putting that stuff out there, and then you had your woke people.
Wow. Oh, it's a rescue.
So we can't have our toys, right? If you don't like a toy, don't buy it. Vote with your dollars, right? That's all you got to do.
But this is the problem, that social media allows these people to have an opinion.
Yeah,
and it's
everyone
like
has an equal voice. Well,
not everybody's equal.
Bad, and it really sucks.
Because ultimately, it didn't.
My only interest in it was because of the rarity. I would never. You wouldn't have even heard me utter the words Osprey. Didn't give a crap.
Yeah.
I don't even think it looks like good.
It doesn't look good.
The uniqueness of watching
it's like an ugly
Lego
duck, right?
Backpedal publicly on this set that they spent 18 months in developing, co-branding with Boeing.
Yeah, licensed.
Beautiful manual.
Licensed.
Yeah. Everything.
Like they paid them money. Boeing doesn't care. They're like, well, we got our money.
In Lego were involved in that. It's not like, oh my God, how'd this get out the door? It's like,
please, that was so marketing meetings, product, review, like quality control, like everything was involved.
By the way, in North America, you've never seen a Lego ad on TV. You've never seen a Lego ad on TV in the last 20 years, but in Europe,
all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What were you gonna say, Ryan? Advertise. They don't have to. I think it sells itself, but they do.
No, Lego's just that whole household brand now. Like just like a tissue paper. Do you say give me a tissue paper or give me a Kleenex?
Yeah.
Right. It's just
as big as Lego is over there. It's bigger here in most regards.
Yeah.
So it's not hard selling over here.
No.
Over there, crazy though. They've probably got 50 or 100,000 of those sets sitting in a warehouse somewhere.
You know they didn't destroy and dismantle them. There's no way. You think they dismantled all those boxes?
Them up and they went back.
They break down stuff. They take out some unique stuff. They donate a bunch of stuff. Oh. In the end, what was left after that whole fiasco is not sellable. Now, did some employees walk out? Sure, they did. Because Lego's proven time and again, they've got employees all around the world who will just
take their samples.
Unethical stuff. Yeah. Because I don't care what your metric is, if you're taking from your company and you didn't pay for it and you didn't get permission from people who have authority to give you permission, you stole from your company. It's literally that white and black.
Yeah.
There's no shades of gray.
They must give the employee discount, like a massive employee discount, though. To them, they must get like 50 off.
Well, to stop stupid stuff, to stop theft, to stop leaks getting out.
Yeah, they must get like Christmas bonuses and stuff like that, right?
And the employee gifts. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, over half their workforce gets that employee gift every year. I'm not sure where they draw the line and who doesn't get it, but they don't all get it, but enough of them do.
Well, they get that, and they get I think they get 50% off, and it's like so many dollar amount a year they can use it on. Like,
no, really.
Like I think it's like a couple grand or something they can spend, and they get 50% off.
I think it was
something like that.
In Mega, Rick, when I was talking to people who were connected to the warehouse in Quebec, they were able to go into the store, into their warehouse area, and any replacement bricks, they were allowed to take whatever they want anytime they wanted. Loose bricks, like replacement bricks. And I think it was just like the only thing that they had to pay for, which was like a massive, like 75% off, was the actual, warehoused sets that were in their little store. Because the prices were ridiculous. Like I remember some prices like 4-figure sets for $4.75. Like that was their pricing. And people who were able to go to those stores, like the store sales, the open house sales, they were cleaning up like crazy. That's why though you see from Quebec all those guys with the holding a lot of those old sets that are just like, nope, I'll stay firm on my price. And
I told you my friend Roost there.
He's sitting on stuff galore.
His Facebook page, when you look at the photos, like, oh my God.
I'd love to see that just to kind of see what he's got. You have to hook me up with some time to see what that looks like. But it was the only way. Like, I wish that they didn't dismantle that warehouse as they did, because so many replacement parts apparently went right to the garbage bin when they just cleared out the warehouse. Because all those, anything older than 5 years, they don't keep anymore, which was sad because they still had replacement parts for things from like 2008, 9.
Well, no, 10. They were replacing stuff for me.
That was old, right?
Yeah, years, easy.
Yeah.
And even when I would say I need a leg, and they gave me the whole figure.
The whole figure, because they don't do legs. Yeah. No, that was good. It was too bad. It's too bad it became Americanized, and then it's too bad it got moved, which should have seen it coming. Most things do, right? What's left now in Canada? You were talking about how we're not industrialized anymore. We just have couple car plants. That's it.
Actually, it's funny. So I got a headhunter who came to me from Tesla.
Wow.
For a material handler.
Wow. And where's that going to go? Southern Ontario somewhere?
Yeah. Here.
That'd be a warehouse. Jeez. Imagine that.
So I probably should return some emails.
You'll be driving a Tesla soon. you could drive your.
That was a joke on my way home from your Hot Wheels show today, and it was like me and my buddy, as we were passing, I go, and him and me were discussing this job opportunity, and I go, yeah, that's great. I'm going to get one full charge on the car, and they're going to tell me use it sparingly because I'm not going to have a charger for it.
Jeez.
Drive it home, and good luck.
Hey, there's places there in Toronto that are street parking with chargers. which is the green
Good luck.
the green
Good
brainwashing.
It's like I think some of the Costco's have it now and stuff, but it's like good luck.
Costco has it now. Yeah,
I think one or two of them do.
What are you going to charge your car for 15 minutes while you drop into Costco and get out, like half an hour or whatever
Well, here's
it is?
the thing:
No.
if people want a parking spot, people are notoriously bad. They will park in the charger spot.
If they need a spot,
It's
they just
private
take
property.
it.
It's not going to get towed.
No.
So I see it all the time. People pull in off the highway at some places and I'm going to charge my Tesla and or other
They can't. And they can't, right?
Because someone's parking there. Some of the gas stations that have a charger, someone's gone into the Esso or whatever.
Yeah.
And they just park their car in that spot because there's no other spot.
It's not realistic to have electric cars yet. The infrastructure is just not there. And it could never really be
in Canada. I don't think it works for us in Canada as a
whole. Yeah. Well, imagine
between where you and me live and where Ryan lives. Too cold.
Those charger places are popping up in Brandon here, though, all over the place.
Yeah,
they are, but it's not going to be.
But so many of these people, they're summer drivers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They won't drive that in the winter. A lot of the people.
I would think not.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, though, there's a Canadian guy out west there doing Edison Motors. He's on social media trying to do a green truck. So he has a diesel motor running to charge his batteries when required. So he's on-board charging. So good idea, smart idea. But what he did as well was to keep the batteries warm in the wintertime, because they pre-thought this. They're using a warming, I guess, the plugs that keep the diesel warm.
Rich rebuilds?
No, yeah, but they're using the glow plugs for keeping the diesel warm and the engine warm, to keep the coolant warm, to keep the batteries warm. So the coolant that cools the batteries is also the coolant they're using to heat it up in the wintertime. So they're going to kind of reverse it. So I'm like, that's a smart idea. You're going to keep your batteries warm, optimal temperature warm all the time. I'm like, smart ass move, because all they have to do is regulate that temperature to keep those batteries at the best temp possible. And how easy is that? You just do a rad, you do a fan on it, and then the computer turns it on and off when it needs to be. The heat turns on when it needs to be. So it'll be interesting. There'll be some good ideas. Again, remember, any progress ever made is always competition, right? So we'll see how these guys come up with all this stuff. Because the Nikola and the Tesla trucks, they're not even close to being on the road, like common.
Well, so I'm waiting.
Reasonably,
so our company, we bought, 25 of those Tesla tractor trailers. Yeah. So I'm waiting to see
what's that for?
One of my warehouses.
But is that to do local shipping?
DC to DC.
So it's going to be, that's fine. That's going to be short. And
And in my case, we're only talking a couple of kilometers.
But then what should be impressive is when they do that without a driver. Imagine that.
Well, President's Choice is already doing that in the GTA. With a driverless truck, a tandem truck, and it's like, oh god, I'm so.
What would that cause? This is going to be, what movie was
the first one that crashes? It's.
I don't want to be on the road with one.
I wouldn't
want to be anywhere near.
Have you guys ever been in any kind of fender bender?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get out, you're angry at the other person because it's always the other person's fault, right? We've all been there, whatever, and there's no one in the seat behind the wheel of whoever just hit you.
Be interesting.
What do you do?
What's a cop going to do?
Who's playing empty at this empty vehicle? I mean,
you're going to have but that thing's going to have like 10 million cameras on it and every angle.
That's the other thing too, right? Because you're going to get mad. You're going to want to throw something at it. You pitch your coffee at it.
I don't know if you ever watched The Big Bang Theory, where Sheldon's he's in his bed and he's got that robot going around with the computer screen.
Oh yeah.
It'll be one of them. It'll be in the car.
T-shirt with the iPad.
What are you doing?
No, I didn't.
He's figured out this is the perfect world. He's just going to sit in bed, safe and.
But also the other side of that story is the cost. It costs more carbon energy, like all that BS that they're trying to save, to build those batteries and to make that car than just putting out a regular car, because the batteries are so much more expensive and so much material consuming than just a regular car. So I'm just like, what's the point of that? You're just literally brainwashing everybody with the.
We absolutely need new technology, because there's a problem that we have to make. Right now, we got to make a decision real soon on this planet. Do we want cell phones or do we want battery powered cars? And here's the worst part of that discussion. we can't really have either of those, but we got to make a choice between the two. Do we? Because we're using lithium ion in all these.
Well, how many car batteries can make phone? Like, sorry, how many batteries for a phone can you make from a car battery? Imagine that. 1,000, 10,000. Like, that's ridiculous.
And you're gonna farm that lithium. Guess what you need to?
Need to do
diesel engines.
And you're stripping the earth. You're not making green decisions.
Hey guys, where's half of all the lithium in the planet right now? Putin is sitting on it. Putin is not friends with anybody right now.
Yeah,
we can't really make deals with this guy because and any nation who does, they're smiling because the rest of us are kind of like, oh, we can't make a deal with Putin because he's the evil guy right now.
They're all biting their tongue because they don't want to say that. Yeah.
They're all being careful.
Didn't Canada give away a lot of the mineral rights to China and Chinese consortiums? Isn't that how it's all the bitching and complaining out west there? That's just dumb. It's just dumb left, right, and center. But people will go to protectionism at some point, right? Like every country is going to hold their own stuff, and then that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah,
it's all about money. It's all about protecting.
It always comes down to that eventually.
Yeah. Well, like even Canada, you said we don't manufacture anything here anymore. So we're reliant on the States and China for all the products and whatnot. What are we getting out of homegrown? With some greenhouse veggies, the two main things that we should be concentrating is food.
Weed is going to become our number one export.
Yeah. Imagine that.
10 years? Well, I saw something like 10 to 15 years. Weed will be our number one export.
Probably. All these little greenhouses popping up.
Well, yeah, because we can do it in the greenhouse, and then we got BC and
wheat.
Canola. They're coming to get you, Rick. They're coming to get you.
Oh yeah, you heard that?
Yeah. That's clear. That was clear.
The door's open too. We had chicken wings and whatever, and my wife was smoking us out. So.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna jump out here, guys. You have a good night.
Oh yeah, it's a good.
Yeah. Sweet.
So let us know when you're doing your thing when you figure it out.
For sure. It'll be next week sometime anyway.
Couple guys just jumped on late for you, Rick.
Yeah, I see.
Ty and T1000.
Hey.
That's the same person.
No. Well, Ty, it's the same guy.
Oh, it's the same.
Yeah, the same guy.
One's his Facebook, one's his YouTube.
Later, guys.
Take it easy.
All right, have a good one. See ya.
Yeah, I tell you, and the other reason I said this is the last big one, probably this year. It's not that it pushes the boundaries, but it's close to what I.
Oh my gosh, you're getting tight in there.
It's something. Well, I've cleaned stuff up in here, but now it's like, okay, do I want to show off this stuff? Because and I didn't realize, you're ordering this stuff and you don't realize, 3 of those big slew band boxes and all those tiny slew band boxes. I like to show off the fact I'm doing the cars, but it's like, God damn, man.
You might have to do some rearranging in there.
Oh no, for sure.
Yeah.
If I do another stream soon, like a new bricks, you'll see it different.
I'd love to see your Techniques Jeep that you got back in the corner there. I'd love to see what that turns out like because it looks like it's got a working suspension.
The Wrangler.
Yeah, the Wrangler, because that's my thing with my Jeeps.
I can't even pull it out.
Where was that from? Where did you buy that thing from? Was it Lego store or was it like retail?
No, that was not Lego store.
Yeah, I'd love to see what that.
I got
looks
discount on that. That's the only reason I touched it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I can't even.
That's like one of your few Technic sets.
I don't have a lot.
Yeah.
I got the Mack truck. I got a few smaller ones.
Is that the black truck with the big container on the back end? Yeah, that was a Costco.
And I've built it both ways. Dude, that was like, no. Like $90 or $100. Like
that's
cheap,
good.
cheap. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That was, everyone wished they had bought more.
Wow, that got down to $90.
Something like that. It was like
because nobody was really buying it, right? Yeah.
Well, back then, what they would do is they bring in the skid a week or two before Christmas, and it was gone in 20 minutes.
That's why.
Yeah, it was those deals. And the worst part was, and then they did it like a second year, and then we kept expecting that.
And then no.
And it was never that good again.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. Walmart usually does those door crasher
deals.
Lego
cut their nuts off. Lego
that's that why.
Costco to not do that.
Oh, okay.
Because they were doing that to current sets, and that huge.
And that was a huge
value to everything.
Yeah.
So now when you're seeing the Lego in Costco, it's 10%
normalized.
Off.
Yeah, it's normalized.
But here's the other thing that they're doing now, and Lego doesn't say boo about it. So you're seeing a deal, and then they tack on a smaller set. So if you go online and it's only online.
Gotcha.
You buy a $300 set or whatever, they give you a $75 or $80 real set, not
So
a
make it
different purchase garbage.
Artificially keeping the price up.
Yeah,
on your retail.
I mean, my buddy just bought. It was some $300 set, and he just got the architecture. I want to say the White House, but I can't remember what. But it's like I'm not into those sets, but it's like to me that's a better value than $75 to pick up the poly bag.
So do they do it as a deal? Like you?
It's a combo thing. When you say the one, and then when you read the text, it says and includes this set.
Yeah.
I just bought that camper from Walmart.
You have a VW camper back there somewhere?
So Volkswagen camper. I don't have the newest one because the newest one is bigger.
Okay.
I have the first one that came out like in 2014 or 16, and I have that somewhere. And it's still built. That's just not torn down. But yeah, this was definitely a crazy stream.
I've noticed. I don't know if you noticed this or not, but a lot of the companies are doing the nostalgic 80s toys all over again, or the 80s themes, because Playmobil, Lego's doing it with the stuff there, current and old and new. You've got the Back to the Future there, right? You've got what's the red truck from that you got there on your right?
Well, it's just a Lego set pickup truck. It's just a country pickup, farm country.
Yeah,
pickup.
they're really I think the marketers know who's got the money to spend these days, and it's just us middle 80s kids just with money that blow on stuff, and
it's not done for them. It's not done to target the adults.
No, it's not.
We got the money. We grew up and
the interest in the money.
And now we got money. And here's the best thing: if they keep us hooked on the Lego, what are we going to do with our kids?
Yeah,
bring them in.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Unfortunately,
they don't all the angles pretty much.
But electronics and all the online stuff is really kicking everybody's ass right now for that kind of stuff. They're just getting super addicted to that.
GPK? What's GPK?
Versus Mad Balls? What's that?
Now, Mad Balls was those little monster things, weren't they? They're shaped like a ball, and the cat's loving all this cardboard.
Showing up comics and clothes. So, yeah, it's just all the retro stuff coming back. What's GB? Oh, Garbage Patch Kids. That's it.
Oh.
Yeah. I've seen that too. Yeah, Garbage Patch is coming back. I still have some somewhere. I have to find those. I used to collect that as a kid, those Garbage Patch Kids.
The original Beanie Babies.
Names.
I wonder how they're doing.
Done. The whole industry's done on that
popped?
One. Yeah, long time ago. Yeah, you now get them given away for free.
Really?
Like I find them in old toy sets, people's giveaways, Salvation Army, but still with the little plastic all around the TY.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think I got a Blue Jay one that I was like, oh, this is cool. I just love Blue Jays, and I might give it to my kid and let them play with it, kind of thing. But yeah, that market's toast because I don't know what happened. It was either the interest just completely dissolved in it. I'm sure there's still some collectors out there, but we'll see. Yeah, he's a Garbage Patch Kids, Garbage Pal Kids. That's it. Trash.
I'll give one of those to my wife. She can build one. She's actually got a backlog of like 12 or 15 sets herself now.
So she builds with you when you guys build together, or she just does it on her own?
Together. But we are going to do. Actually, we're going to do that. The Home Alone.
The mansion, the house. I mean.
Yeah, 3,955 pieces.
Does it have like a gimmick to it where it opens or?
Yeah, so it's Dollhouse. It opens up.
That'd be cool. So it has all the little gimmicks from the movie?
Well, like they give you the van.
Okay. The repair van?
You get the 3 or 4 key figures. You get the tree house. I don't know anything else about it.
Yeah, like it'd be interesting to see if inside the house they have the gimmicks. Like the paint can, the basement. No, they wouldn't have the basement. The back door. Like, you know what I mean? Like the little things that he did in the movie. Yeah. That'd be interesting.
I just realized if I put this overhead, I'll not be able to move a single thing.
No, that's got to go down low. That's too heavy to throw up top. No?
Every other UCS is over my head.
Is it? Yeah.
Well, except for the AT-AT and the Star Destroyer because they're in the corner.
Hey, is the AT-AT the one that has the room to put all those snow troopers in?
Yes, which is
Yeah.
why I bought all those extra snow troopers.
Oh, Ty says that it does have the basement. That's cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Did you buy it, Ty? Let's see if he responds. See if he's already got it. When are you guys going to build that? On holidays?
Well, if we do what I want to do, apparently there's 24 bags.
Oh, there you go.
24 bags. I would
Split
love
it.
to build one bag a day.
Oh, the 24 days of Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
I would like to do it, and then maybe I would live stream my
Make it
builds.
happen.
She won't
Yeah.
come on, keep her
Make
off
it happen.
anyway. But
He says it has the light brick goes in the basement and it has a furnace too. Oh, that's awesome.
okay.
How are they gonna do that? How would that be set up like that? How would you do the basement?
It's funny now. I am so sick and tired of the light gimmicks and
Yeah, it's getting overboard.
well,
Nice.
here's the problem, because when I do go to break them down, I got to remember to remove all the batteries.
Oh, that's right. If they
And these
bust.
are batteries that are not depleted yet, and it bothers me.
Yeah. Do you know what you do? All you have to do is just slide a piece of plastic between the batteries, so there's no
No,
contact.
but that's not going to help me in 7 years from corrosion and stuff. I don't want.
Yeah, but it only corrodes if it's turned on. They
Moisture.
corrode in the package.
Moisture.
Oh.
You can't keep moisture out.
Oh, that's why they're sealed in their little bag in their store-bought sets.
Once moisture gets in, you're screwed.
So just the battery standing alone, not connected, it'll bust on it.
In time.
Really?
The Warthog with the light and sounds, 7 years. And when I went to build it, and I pulled the tab out, and it's like, what's the issue? And it was already starting.
It blew up already.
And I replaced the batteries, I cleaned up the contacts, and I built the set. I did it all live, by the way.
Oh man.
7 years.
Ty's saying that he has it as a Christmas decoration already. Good. Cool.
Oh wow. But I figured, when I bought that last year, or earlier this year.
Yeah, that was last year's release, right? Last year's release.
I figured that's the ultimate Christmas set. She likes to do Christmas sets. And we do like to watch that movie. See, that one and a Die Hard set.
That's what I was just gonna say. It's like you got to mock up a Die Hard tower. But you know what's funny?
Tower.
here's another movie. I just kind of randomly put it on the other day. Lethal Weapon 1 starts off with Christmas music.
Yeah. Well,
it's in LA. It's
2 or 3 are Christmas, like December
Christmas
movies.
themed. Yeah. So I was surprised. It was like, because it's LA, you don't get snow or anything. But they started with the Christmas music, Christmas decorations. The house.
When was it where the house is destroyed and it's all just like wood beams?
I think it's number 2. I think it's when he has the toilet and it blows up.
Around Christmas as well.
And that's a Christmas theme, because that's the one with the girl. The girl comes into it. It's either 2 or 3. I can't remember. The one with the guns, where the cops are running the gun.
Girl was hot, if I recall.
What's her name? I forgot her name now. But then there was the girl that was
We're now entered the creepy version of the show.
It was the German girl. She was her name. I think her real name was like Angel something. But she ended up all his women died. Right? They took her. The German guys. That was number. What number was that? 2 or 3? I can't remember.
Are you hearing that? My zapper?
Yeah, it's going off again. That was it.
Yeah,
I love that. I love those zappers, those purple lights.
So it's like 12 by 12, and
do you got an industrial one for like butcher shops and stuff? The big one?
At work, I do.
At work, yeah.
At work, I've got these 4 foot tall ones. Oh, they're scary.
That must get everything, eh? Moths.
Well, we don't hear too much, but
when they go off,
when they go off and you're near it, it is a very scary sound.
Did you ever get the dollar store version of the racket with the electrified racket lines?
My wife keeps wanting us to get one. I go, no.
It will on 2 AA batteries. It will zap you really good. Really? It'll literally make your hand flinch. It worked really good though. Oh, Ty says he has 3 of them sealed. Wow, lucky. That'd be a good one for the future. But is Home Alone still as popular as it always was? Right? I guess just because it's Lego.
I think it's time. Well, you mean the Lego, or you mean the movie?
The Lego. It says here he's got the Lego set. The movie is always classic.
I think that's set in time. I mean, that's a problem with a big purchase thing. Like, anyone who buys this today is an investment. Like, what are you smoking?
Yeah.
you know how many of these they probably produce, and I know. Oh, I would say, oh no, they're expensive. Yeah, they're expensive, but there's a lot of people who will sell
You
a
know what?
kidney.
That reminds me. I had a thought one time of it. Was like, okay, say 50 years from now, where none of these toys exist anymore. This is considered like 1930s vintage. You know, things that they're gonna be looking at you like bricks. You build bricks. We build stuff online in Meta. You know, like we do things.
Yeah.
What was that movie back in the day, like Lawnmower Man or any other online like virtual reality life? Who knows? I think 50 years from now, we're going to be in the exact same position we are now with extra tweaky electronics kicking around. Because look at 50 years ago from today, you know, 1970s. What was the technology was just beginning back then, right? But now we've been on this kind of plateau, right?
Shazam.
Oh, you're here to show off? What are you going to show us?
Ty's always good for the after hours version of the show.
Hold on one second.
I see some empty displays.
Let me shut off some of my audio. I'm watching droids while I'm building this Razor Crest. I see you have the Razor Crest. So I can't.
That was a big shock because people. Well, I stayed up to midnight, and oh, nice.
What's that? The same set?
Yep, Razor Crest.
So there, now you can explain to Rick how big it really is.
Yeah, that is a beast.
It's big. I mean, that's just the first box. I got my Windex right here to put the stickers on. I just literally
you're doing it water transfer style. Oh,
well, as soon as I saw you on, I clicked to watch, and I was putting on my UCS sticker, and I was like, oh, I'll see what he's talking about. And as soon as I clicked it, I saw that you had the Razor Crest right there, and I was like, I'm building that right now.
Yeah.
It took every episode. So when I started this, I started the Mandalorian season over, and I started watching it, and I got all the way through the Mandalorian season and the first box before I finished the first box.
Wow.
Basically.
Nice.
So
nice. Good binge watching way of doing it.
Well, I just was whenever I build, I have the TV over here, and I just kind of
look at that.
I just kind of play whatever while I build.
Watching, or is it just background noise for you?
It's just background noise, man.
Yeah.
I'm super ADHD, so
concentrates the brain. We hear you. I hear you.
With the X-Files when I'm building, and people hear
Do you ever find that you have more than one thing going though? Like you could have the TV on, you could have a radio on, you could have a whole bunch of stuff, or do you just use one?
Honestly, the only time I have more than one thing on is when I'm scrolling through Facebook, watching TV and building all at the same time. and in the unlikely event that I see Rick live, I'll go ahead and put him on, and then I'll have to pause my audio.
I'm guilty of that, Rick. I'll be organizing my stuff, and I got you in the background talking away on your puzzles and the stuff that you did recently.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
I told you, no, it's a good thing.
The puzzles are the worst streams I do.
that was just interesting.
And I'm not even joking. You know, I literally have the analytics that show if I do a puzzle, I lose.
You lose everybody?
No. They leave. Like they unsubscribe.
Oh, they unsubscribe.
No, it is.
That's so terrible. I do avoid the puzzle.
Oh, they're horrible.
Puzzle streams.
But that's what's funny. It's like I keep doing it to myself. I do have one more, but I probably won't even do it this year at this rate.
Quit buying the puzzles, Rick.
Well, I mean, the space ones were cool. I mean,
I was just talking to you guys about the Garbage Pail Kids on the text. So I just got this.
I just saw the shirt.
Oh dear God.
What's the name of these guys? Does it come with it?
I have no idea.
Well, he's got a one eye, so he's gonna be some fun name.
I have no idea. But I just got this. I went to Comic-Con, and my buddy was wearing a Garbage Pail Kid Mad Balls versus Mad Balls shirt, and apparently it's like a comic book that just came out, and there's this this designer called Mishka, and he makes. This is where I got it from. And I mean, I even kept the tag because it's just such a nice.
That's crazy looking.
Cool.
It's just
Yeah,
such
the
a
tag
nice
looks like a bird,
tag.
yeah.
So, and I mean, it's got printing on the back.
Nice.
That is a
So-
wild shirt.
So you got two choices for your guy, the name on there. You've got choice of One-Eyed Jack or Cyclops.
I'm gonna have to go with Cyclops, man.
Yeah, S-Y, and then his last name is Klops. And then the other guy's One-Eyed Jack.
He's got the, I think
got
he's
the-
got a horn.
And then the
I'm
other
not
guy
sure.
must be the Mad Ball or the thing that you're talking about there.
Yeah, it's this guy. It's the Devil Mad Ball. I don't know. I remember them vaguely as a child.
Did we have that as kids in the 80s? Mad Balls it was just like a little ball, like all
So-
gruesome looking. I'm trying
so-
to remember that.
So the way that I remember it was they had the balls, and it was just a ball that you could like squish. And I was
Yeah.
born in '84. What I remember having was and I still have it somewhere in my toy box. It was like an action figure, and his body was a ball, and he had arms and legs that were posable, and then he also had a little toggle on the back of his ball body,
Huh.
and his ball head snapped onto the ball body, and you would toggle the switch on the back, and his ball head would shoot off like 3 or 4 feet. And what I had was like a mummy. And I was looking him up online the other day because when I saw my buddy wearing his shirt, I was like, I remember those. And he was like, yeah, it's Mad Balls. And I didn't remember what they were called, but the guy, I did some research. The guy I had as a kid was called Dustbrain, and he was a mummy. His face was green. And I just remember it being a cool toy when I was a kid. And I was like, that's a really cool shirt. And when we went to Comic-Con in Chicago, everybody, and I mean everybody, that he ran into was telling him how cool his shirt was. And I was like, I got to get me one of these Garbage Pail Kid versus Mad Ball shirts. And they only make 2. So it's this one and then the one he had. And I didn't buy the one he had because I didn't want to take it that far. But I mean, everybody was like, that's a cool shirt. And, this one company makes it. So,
Yeah, I remember
So-
those.
These guys.
I didn't have them.
yeah, absolutely.
That
That-
feels like more of my brother's.
I
era.
remember this stuff. Yeah. It was so out there. Like it was just one of those crazy, and then they were squishy too, weren't they?
Yeah.
Interesting how that's all coming back. I swear people don't have original ideas anymore. Everything's
No.
coming back. It's like go smoke something and come up with some new ideas. But
No.
they're just rehashing everything.
Well, some of that's been gone so long.
It's just so old.
Why
yeah.
not? Especially if you own the IP. Why not?
But remember we were talking about retro stuff, people with money, who's got the money, who wants the stuff they didn't have as a child. It's like, I always
that's the
wanted
thing with
that
me
as a child.
with the He-Man stuff. See, I had Transformers, G.I. Joe, Star Wars. I did not.
You never
have
had the He-Man, right?
Universe. So for me, getting an Omega, this is my way of collecting a piece
So,
of my
okay,
childhood.
so here's a question for He-Man. Was there not a land vehicle in He-Man that had these tracks that they would flip up, come back down as he went around, like as he walked?
Yeah.
What was that? Which one was that?
Oh, I don't know.
It had
it was
long,
4 of them. It was 4 of them.
long tracks
front,
would
2
move,
back.
flip up, come back down, and keep going. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had that. I cannot remember the name of it, but
Was it
that
not
was my
Fast-
He-Man.
Was that not Fast Track?
Was it? Is that what it's called?
Like
Fast Track?
literally.
Let's look it
was
up.
that-
I'll look it up here.
Do you guys remember the live action series?
Yeah.
It's not
The
a
movie.
series. The movie.
Movie. I saw that.
Masters
which
of the
one?
Universe.
It was Dolph Lundgren was
Dolph Lundgren?
He-Man.
That
Yeah.
was such a bad.
And
movie.
you know what's funny? I never paid to see that movie, but we got it for free because our Penny Saver newspaper.
Oh, I own that movie.
Like I
so
said,
I owned it on
you owned it?
VHS.
Oh, it's so terrible. But people are still saying that Skeletor was still a kick-ass villain in that movie, and I have to
Well, the
rewatch
acting-
it.
the acting was not horrible. It
Just
wasn't
story,
fun.
right?
It's boring.
So
And the effects, like we didn't like where they went with some of the effects. And
So I don't own any He-Man related stuff, but I remember watching that movie, and I tell you what, if they ever made a live action like reproduction of
Yeah.
the that instrument that they had, it was like a cylinder with the forks that spun.
Oh,
Do you remember that? It was like
whose weapon
key.
was it? Whose weapon was it?
It wasn't a weapon. It was like a key.
It was a key.
It was like a dimensional portal key, and it had all these buttons along the cylinder, and it was like
in the movie, yeah.
yeah. If they made that like an actual, like they make the lightsabers, I would buy
you know
it.
what it kind of reminds me. It looked like
okay.
a bunch of brass, flute instruments tied together with like Thanos's gems. Like it was.
Okay, hold on. Let's see if this is what you're talking about. It was called the Cosmic Key, I think. And hold on, I'll show you. Is it that?
Yes.
Yeah.
With they would touch the buttons here, and then these would move and open.
And it would make tones, and if they made that.
Yeah, it's all tuning forks. That's what I love.
It's called the Cosmic Key. Interesting. Yeah, I remember that. You just brought memories back from the middle of nowhere. Holy smokes. Oh man, I remember seeing that in the crappiest theater ever, but it was free and we were kids. We were like, what year did that come out in? 87?
In the 80s.
Oh man.
Had to have been in the 80s.
Let's see what movie it was. Yeah, I was I remember that. 87.
Yeah.
God damn, 80s were good, man. Oh, I can't believe as a kid that was like the best time ever.
Dude, the 80s.
Every TV show had toy lines attached to it, and that's the reason they were made, right? Because we'd laugh about G.I. Joe and Transformers and all these other shows, but literally shows were put out just to make toys.
Yep.
Right. And
absolutely. Do you guys remember Swamp Thing?
Yeah.
Oh man,
there's just the obscure toys like Rambo and other stuff, like just ridiculous toys that just existed. Some of them were just great. Oh.
I actually ran into, I think Mega Constructs makes this.
Which one?
It's a individual figure line, and it was the Predator.
Yeah, I got all that stuff. Yeah.
I have one, and I found it on
the see-through one.
No. It's here.
The original.
I found it on clearance, and it looks like the original, but I was like, I have to get this, and I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it in my
in your Ewok city.
In my
the fast track. There you go, Rick. That's the one. Oh man, to have that again one day. Attack track. That's what it's called. Yeah.
Oh, what's he got? Yeah.
That's and then let's see yours there with So you must have gotten the regular Predator with the first version of him, because there's another one that's a green camo with a see-through plastic. It looks great when you put it near grass or some like fake little thing. I have it here somewhere. Did I have it late? Do I have it handy?
I'm pretty.
Let me see if I can grab it for you.
Yeah, sure.
Hold on.
I'm pretty exclusive Legos. I don't get too much into the other bricks. I'm the guy who sorts his bricks and finds the mega blocks and puts them in a bag to throw away. You know, I don't throw them away. I can't bring myself to
give them away, because there's always someone who will enjoy them.
Yeah, I mean, I have a box over there.
You're giving away gold, because to the right people, not to me, because I won't buy them used anymore, but to the right people who are trying to fix mega sets. Because here's the thing, Lego stuff is so easy to fix. You got BrickLink, right?
Yeah.
With Mega, they don't have that resource. Mega stuff is just becoming more and more and more rare. Well, when kids ruin the sets, there's no hope of fixing them down the road.
No. And you know, I don't have any problem helping somebody out with Mega stuff. If I have it and it's actually, the problem is that you got Mega you've got all these other random brands of bricks, and I don't separate them out. But I would happily give my
Well, most
off-brand.
are impossible to tell what they are. That's
Yeah,
the biggest problem. Most you can't tell. Like if it says M38, great. You know you got Sluban or Sembo. But beyond that, I mean, maybe Best Block, you might know.
yeah,
Mega, you'll know. Tyco blocks, you'll know. Beyond that,
Tyco.
it gets really hard to tell what's what.
Is it that guy?
Yeah, that's the guy I got.
So he was the first version released, and then they did a clear camo version of him.
I got him for like $2.
Yeah. It was all from where, Walmart or?
Mhm.
Yeah, that was all cleared out when those series came out. Nobody was buying them. Like
I
it wasn't
wish I had bought, and actually the aliens are still floating around some stores. I wish
Are
I
you
bought
serious? You still see that?
aliens.
Yeah. Really? If you
I
see
still
anything, let me know,
I
Rick.
still see aliens figures. I still see Borderlands figures.
Borderlands, yeah,
on-
you'll get that. Nobody
On and
cares.
off, I see the Predators. The last few months.
There's the package.
Yep,
Yeah.
So that's the one that you got, right?
yep. And
Yeah,
I
so
threw
that-
away. I
you-
threw away the package because I'm not a mega guy. And
Did you see the Dutch figure that came in that series? No. You just
Because
found
they're
the
pairs. Because they're part of the heroes lines or whatever.
Yeah, it was the Heroes line that it was that plus whatever came out. And then this is the clear one that came out at a later series. Right here. So it's a camo clear plastic with the green print on it, the camo.
Oh, I like that. I don't
Yeah,
think I have.
It's a really good one.
I literally bought this thing probably 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Like it was on super clearance, and it was like I think it was in like a party bowl for like a birthday party or something. Yeah. And
So you see the quality of the figure that Mega Blocks or Mega Constructs is
Oh,
putting
I
out.
forgot something.
yeah.
All right,
No.
last minute edition. That's when you know you get too much shit, right?
There'll be a show just for that one tomorrow.
Just for that. No, the Bigfoot, and it's clean looking. It doesn't have the
Well,
paint on the wheels.
save that for when you get the set. Save it.
Well,
Save
whatever.
it. You
It's
put them
there.
together.
It's on
Yeah.
the stream. Done.
Yeah, no, I dig the Mega Bloks figures. They're super posable. I think it's a really good figure, especially for the price that I paid for it. Unfortunately, if you look at my collection, like it's just
I know. Wow.
It's just all, it's just all Lego. It's all Star Wars. Everything you see here is Star Wars. I have a backlog of Star Wars and stuff that I'm selling on BrickLink. And I just started, and guys, don't fall into this, but I just started getting into the helmets.
That's a fan right there. Yeah. The wearable helmets, right?
Yeah.
Ryan has one, and I know he's to get more.
I have all of them.
Going back to the figures, not to undercut that, but this is the Mega Bloks Halo figure. Rick, this is the Starcom figure from the 80s.
Oh, very cool.
With the little visor on it, right? So it wasn't too bad. If this could be as articulated as the new, like the Predator figure, but Starcom would kick ass because they got the little magnets in the feet, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat.
And so this was from 87, this line. So here's another one. I'll get you one of the drone guys here. Here's a drone guy right there.
See, there's a toy line I'm tempted. Like if they ever really bring it back, Mask.
It won't.
Mask.
Mask. Yeah, Mask is huge in Europe still.
If
those guys over there love
because now a couple of years ago, SDCC, I guess it was Mattel.
They had something,
but they did. They had 7 of these weird figures, and they took from all these nostalgic lines, and we thought, it was a hint that they might bring something back,
like a retro line, something like that. Something. Right? Because you got to imagine that maybe
there was a Mask one in there. It's like, if only they would the Visionaries, right? Visionary.
Oh yeah, Visionaries had that little.
Not Mattel. Maybe it was Hasbro. I can't remember who.
Yeah,
but you had Mask and Visionaries and something else. I really like to see that stuff come back. Visionaries was weird because they're like larger, heavier GI Joes.
Yeah.
They had that same articulation.
have you guys? So I've been avoiding the action figures. That's what I collected when I was a little kid. Unfortunately, when I was growing up, it was Power of the Force
Okay, not a great
figures.
line. Well, not by my standards. I'm not a fan.
They were good for me.
Yeah.
But anyway, I sold a lot of them for nothing, and I got rid of all that stuff. The vehicles sold for good, but I've been looking at the new Black series, and I really like them. I think they're good, but I think
Black series,
huh?
The Star Wars Black series.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't buy a lot of them. The only ones that I buy are the holiday version or droid version of Boba Fett, and just Boba Fett in general. That's all I buy.
So that's a good way. If you can find just a niche.
Yeah. So because I like them, I think they look good. I've opened a few of them. They're really nice. They just released the droid version. Have you guys seen the droid version?
No.
The cartoon.
Do you have it there?
Hold on.
Now that Toys R Us though, they had the biggest selection of black I've ever seen. I can't believe how expensive they are.
Your store sounds like a flagship store, pretty much.
It feels like it because they had the expensive Lego, which I was really shocked.
Yeah. Oh wow, look at that.
Oh,
this is new, like new product.
Brand new.
Well, look, no droids, right?
Where the heck is this come from?
Yeah.
This is Boba Fett from the cartoon.
Oh, the Adventures of Okay,
Yeah.
I got it.
And then, so that came out first, and I wanted to have it. I don't like the 3-inch style figures, but this one, check out this box, man.
Oh, you don't like the 3-inchers?
Check out this box.
So these are 6-inch figures?
This one is a 6-inch figure.
This box is perfect. Look at that. Oh, it opens too. Oh, with the Velcro? I heard. Nice. So this is his original pre-movie outfit, right?
Not necessarily. So they had the holiday special that came out prior to the movie releases, and it was a little different than this.
Okay. Yeah.
This is the actual, because in that special he had like an eye on his forehead.
Oh, okay.
And in this edition, he's got the same color armor.
Regular.
However, this was after his first appearance in Return of the Jedi. So, I mean, as far as animation goes, they kept his animation from the holiday special, but it was after he was screen presented, right?
So you have this guy and...
Have you guys not watched the Droids cartoon?
No.
No, yeah.
I haven't watched it yet. No.
Yeah, because I watched
I'm watching it right now.
Are you? Yeah. And I mean, that looks pretty dead on for
this is dead on to the Droids cartoon. But I've been getting into recently, I have an IT buddy at work, and he's like, yeah, all that stuff's great, but I collect adult figures. And I'm like, well,
so what's an adult figure?
What's the adult figure?
I said, so I've got this figure that I just bought, and I have a feeling he's going to be worth quite a bit, but it's I'll never sell it. Hot Toys.
Oh, Hot Toys. Okay. Yeah, all I had to say was that Hot Toys. Yeah. The detail on that is absurd.
Right? And it's obscene.
Obscene, that's a better word.
I don't call any of those figures. I call them statues.
So let me guess. Did you pay 3 or 4 for that?
I paid. I actually messaged Hot Toys, or not Hot Toys. Sideshow is where I bought it from, and I was like, "Listen, this is too expensive." I was like, "I've never ordered from you guys. Do you have any promos?" And they sent me I think it was a 10 or 15% promo. They sent me.
Okay.
Nice.
Just to get me hooked, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure you're hooked. Those Hot Toys are crazy.
But I bought it. I think I'm in it for $250 after tax, American.
Yeah.
So
when you put it together, did it come in the foam separated parts, and then you clicked everything back together, like the head, the arms, and all that?
No, it's actually. So it came in this box right here, and
already assembled for you then?
It came pre-assembled. It's an action figure.
Yeah.
And when I put it together, I was like, it's a doll.
Yeah.
It is what it seems to me. So what it came in was, but the art, man, check out this box. So I just took the lid off, and this is what you see as soon as you take it off.
Nice.
Jesus.
And it's chrome. I actually bought cotton gloves to take it out of the
nice.
Good for you.
to take it out of the box because
there it is. I can see it already. This little bed that he sat on. Yeah. Look at that. That's awesome.
So he sat right here.
Nice.
And then he's got like hands.
Yeah.
And blasters.
So you just like it in the normal pose that he's in at the moment?
Well, that's not normal, man. That actually took me.
Oh yeah.
Let me change this. That actually took me some time to actually get him
right there like that.
Yeah. So this is the pose that he's in on the box art.
Gotcha.
So when he comes, his arms are straight down.
Yeah.
And his head is basically in that position. And his hands
perfect for the droid.
Yeah.
His hands actually grip this gun in such a way.
Yeah, because you can switch that out if you wanted to 2 different poses, right?
Yeah. He's got different guns. So, I love it. I think it's great. But he's $250, and there's so many of them. There's so many of them that I would buy and be happy to have. But it's like...
See, I wanted to buy Grievous, but I haven't seen them do Grievous without people complaining about it. So
no, he's trash.
What other ones would you buy on the spot if you wanted them? Like Darth Vader or like who else?
Cobb Vanth.
Oh yeah, that blue skin with.
If you have access to the internet on a separate device right now, go to Sideshow and just search Cobb Vanth. His face looks exactly. I mean,
he got his character done, right?
Oh, it's amazing, and I really, really like it. I made my own custom Lego.
Wow.
I made my own custom Lego Cobb Vanth minifig, which
they got his hair down perfectly. They got the mustache and the beard. Wow,
it's excellent. But I just, I'm a Lego collector / Star Wars collector / collector reseller. So, I mean, I don't buy any Lego that I'm not, like I told you guys, I have 3 of the Home Alone sets.
Yeah.
I bought them for less than $200 a piece. And I bought them to kind of sit on them till they retire. Once they retire, I'll sell them. And that profit will go back into Lego Star Wars. So
amazing. Yeah, that Cobb Vanth, if you're a fan of his character, that's like $300. Look at that right there. Bam. Wow.
And it looks spectacular.
Yeah, it's so detailed. Even the fire coming out of his backpack and the poses you can put him in.
Stop talking.
Oh, look at the one with Mando right behind him. Psh. Like you can get Mando and him in the same scene, same one
for the low price of $600.
So this is what you do. Like you said that you're not going sidestep stuff, sell stuff to pay for your hobby, right?
Yeah,
sidestep the value because you got it there. So as soon as you sell those retired sets, switch over to the other because those hot toy figures, they always stay the same price. They don't go down in value unless you wreck it, right?
They never go down. And that's what my buddy's like, oh, you need to get into this. And I was like, I have 3 other buddies that are telling me I need to get into Hot Wheels. I need to get into Hot Wheels. I need to get into this. I need to get into that. And I'm like, listen, man, I am Lego.
My wife
Star Wars.
wishes I didn't get into the. She's so afraid. It's like I think I've spent like $120 so far, which is not bad considering I probably have over 100 cars. But
what, just on the Hot Wheels? That's not much. That's not
no,
much
it's
at
not
all.
much at all.
That's not terrible.
No, it's not terrible, but she's
I
worried.
seem to
Where's it gonna
remember
go?
when you got into it.
Well, it's all because of the one mega set that I knew was coming, and I figured,
Which
I
one?
want to get one of the. It was either the Roger Dodger or the Bone Shaker because they're the
Oh,
ones that came with the car.
That was the only time you started with the Hot Wheels cars in the package?
I
When you got
haven't had Hot Wheels
the
for
hot rod?
45 years.
So when you started collecting the Bone Shaker?
Yeah.
The first. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
so that was this year.
It was
then.
the first 4 sets that got me into buying Hot Wheels to match the sets.
I thought you already had a shit ton of Hot Wheels. Oh.
Nope.
So that you started with me.
I literally, before the first box showed
then.
up, I was buying into Hot Wheels to match.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he was like he bought that Mega Construct set and then was like and then was like, I need the Hot Wheels to match this. And then he was like, this one was cool, so I got it.
Especially since 2 out of the 4 didn't come with cars. It's like, I gotta get cars for those.
The premium sets came with the cars.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be interesting to see.
I desperately tried to get more of those Roger Dodger.
The other
8 balls.
Check? Yeah.
Nope. Everyone's only got the same 2 I've got, plus whatever that one is in there. And I hope
they were all the same. They're all the same version.
Well, there's supposed to be 7.
Yeah, but I don't think it comes in the set. Do you think?
I don't know.
I think they just released 1 copy of it in the set. Did you have the same as the other guy who showed us his last stream? Do you know?
Well, I haven't opened this up.
You can't see either.
Yet. So I don't know what the bottom of it says. I'm hoping it's different than the other 2 I got, but yeah, I haven't been able. I've seen online a few of the other cars, but I haven't seen anyone actually.
Got a different one, but the package is different, so it's definitely a different series.
Yeah,
a different run, right? What do you got there?
Oh, he's me?
I thought you were going to show us something. This is like, oh, here you go.
No,
Something surprise.
It's nothing.
You said you weren't into the 3 or 4 inch figures. Yeah, I got that kind of retro Boba Fett.
Yeah, I mean I like those.
Which was, for the new style Boba Fett from the series.
Yeah.
Fat Fett.
But this is what you're talking about. Is the detail is what matters. The fact that those.
Well, I love what they've done with this.
Details are so much
great.
Yeah.
It looks great and I like it, but I'm at the realization in my collecting.
Space is a premium. Yeah.
Well, I mean I have lots of space. I'll show you in just a second if you want to see, but my problem with it is at some point in my life I'm going to consolidate and go into somewhere where I can't have all of this really neat stuff, and I'm going to have to sell all this shit.
Yeah.
Eventually, 20, 30 years down the road. And my big deal is I feel like stuff like that, however cool I think it is going to be, yeah, I could buy the 1 and it would be neat. But if I buy 1, I'm going to want 2, and then I'm going to want 3, and then I'm going to have 10, and
then you want to complete the set.
Funko Pops. Yeah, I won't buy a single one.
Nope. I literally got a Funko for Christmas last year, and I threw it away.
Wow.
But it was funny. That's going to go the same way of the Beanie Babies Funko Pops.
I threw it away. And my guy who got me into the Hot Toys, has hundreds of Funko Pops.
So many of my friends who are into Funkos, they're now cashing out or trying to liquidate.
Trying to get out of it?
Yeah, they're done because
it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything.
I mean,
you can't really do anything with them, can you? Like
nothing does.
You don't
anything.
articulate. You know what though?
Well, you take it out if you take them out of the box. Take them out of the box. You got that moment of holding it, and then you put it on the shelf, and that's it.
See, it's different with Lego. You guys build the Lego. You can interact with the Lego. You can do more.
Well, the time suck of Lego is amazing, right?
Yeah. Like with Mega Bloks and with my the old school Mega Bloks, all the different sets, the different themes, all of it's playable. Like for my kids, they will sit there for hours just tootling around with what I make for them, or they just make up stuff. And then with like the StarCom stuff that I got, like there's playable factor to it. You can have different poses, different dioramas, different all this stuff. Even the magnets, the gears, all that stuff. All of it has a play factor. I look at stationary stuff, and it doesn't do anything for me. Like those little figures, the 3-inch figure, unless you're playing with them, sitting in a package on the wall is like, what's the point, right?
Well, the
Funkos.
Funkos.
What do you want to do?
the Funkos are on a whole different level. My hang up with them is that you would never be able to collect all of them. And I am a completionist.
Yeah.
I want everything. So if I get one, I'm going to want two.
Do they have like super rare sets that you'll never get your hands on kind of thing?
Lego?
Funko's crazy.
For Funko?
Yeah.
Oh,
all the show editions.
The show
every
edition.
year. So, and not just San Diego, all the shows, they always come up with something.
It's a
They have
cash
niche,
grab.
really, really niche
all the
Funkos.
stores, Walmart, Target, Toys R Us, Spencer's in Canada. They have exclusives.
Who created the Funko Pops? Because they're genius to like scam everybody into collecting them, right?
Well,
you must have.
It's
right?
its own company.
Yeah.
And they actually just acquired a company that makes a lot of He-Man and a lot of other vinyl figures. My buddy was talking to me about it, and he was like, I just want to get out of it because it's a huge cash grab. They released Darth Vader, and then they release another Darth Vader, and he's got like Gucci print on him, and now he's Gucci Darth Vader, and then they release this other Darth Vader
with Mickey ears. That's
it's gonna come. It's gonna come. Somebody will make it.
No. And he was like, it's just this huge cash grab. And he's like, yeah, I've got some. It's like hit or miss. You can't go to Funko and buy
everything
100 of this figure, and once it retires, make your money back, because that figure could have been so widely released that nobody wants it. But they made the Funko Ralphie from A Christmas Story in the bunny costume, and he's like $300.
Wow! Nice. So it's just a supply and demand thing, basically, with that.
Yeah.
So Rick, it sounds like your little keychains from Lego, the niche market for this stupid little thing that just nobody cares, but they do at the same time, right? The chrome plated Darth Vader, or whichever one that was, for like $500 that you were talking about one time. The little packet that had it.
Oh,
it was like gunmetal Darth Vader, right?
Yeah. So the interesting thing with the polybag chrome Vader,
I want him.
Whatever year that was.
How much did you buy?
Had a chance of finding it randomly in a dozen sets in the wave that year.
Oh yeah, because it came in the set, right? They threw it in
sets across the wave, and some people thought it was only in a handful of the expensive ones, but
it was
in later years we found it was probably spread across 12 different sets. So you had a decent chance.
So there's sets out there right now with that little chrome figure inside of it.
Hold on, you're talking about the C-3PO.
No, the Darth Vader one.
Because the Vader was a May the 4th exclusive.
Vader Chrome. There was a distribution in a
gunmetal chrome. Yeah, it's like
dark
chrome.
It's plastic. It's plastic chrome.
Yeah. They released him as a May the 4th exclusive. He was a gift with purchase.
The Vader.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So then why is it at $500?
In 2012, there was a bunch. I think it was 2012. There was a bunch of sets with the Vader in the wave. You had a random chance at finding him.
But the Chrome C-3PO,
was different.
He was released into random sets, and they released 10,000 of it, and it came in a big white poly bag.
I got two C-3POs, one Lucy and one Baggy.
Well, if you want to sell one, I need one of those. I also need the Chrome Vader, because I'm not. I refuse to pay the $500 that people want, but I just bought the Shadow R.
What's the Chrome Stormtrooper going for?
The Chrome Stormtrooper? Man, I bought him when he was probably $50, and I got him for $30 when he was supposed to be $50 on BrickLink,
The funny thing is, he in many ways
say he's
can be harder
$100.
to get in good condition. There's a problem with the silver chrome, and the printing on that silver chrome was notoriously bad. So finding him, like you can see it in the baggie.
I have a good version of him.
It's hard to get a good one.
And that makes a difference for the people buying. They'll be like, "Oh,
if they're ever going to open it, it does."
He's got it here. Let's see.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a cool.
And you want to talk about fingerprint magnets? By the way, I watched one guy literally
Looks good.
devalue the figure right in front of us online because
As
he
he
was
touched
cleaning
it?
it. He was
Yeah.
cleaning it, and then
Oh no.
and the chrome was coming off. Like it just wasn't
No.
good. And the worst part, it's
Yep.
not like it was a
It
fake.
goes.
We watched him open it. You know, I told him, no, don't use that material to clean.
What's
them.
the story on this little stormtrooper there?
Oh,
That's the
he was
$30 one?
no, yeah. I got him for 30.
2015?
He was a poly bag. He wasn't a May the 4th exclusive. I think they just released him, honestly, but he may have been. But the printing notoriously rubs off.
Doesn't
I
stick
got
it.
this one. I put it in this case, and it will forever be in this case. So
Forever entombed. Might as well put them in carbonate.
Yeah, never let
that's
anyone touch
basically what
chrome
that is.
figures. Once you do what you gotta do, don't let anyone touch them because every time you gotta
You gotta
clean it,
get
you risk
these
taking the chrome off.
What's this? Oh,
boxes.
What was that?
oh, that's the little 4x4s or
Yeah.
6x6.
Oh,
These are
Where do you get
6x6.
Where do you get that from?
I have one guy, so they stopped making them.
Oh no.
But I've got one guy who can get them, and they come with
Yeah.
Lego base plates, and they make
And a
some
clear.
they make Alibaba ones. You can get them on Alibaba. They're not as good, but if you get the actual, they're called FA box. And what it is there's a guy in Denmark, and he collects minifigs, and he's got
Yeah.
every single minifig ever, like not just Star Wars, every minifig ever.
So
And
he's a Lego minifig collector. Yeah.
yeah, and he's got like a mansion, and this his display looks like a store.
Wow.
And he patented. Actually, there's the website. I don't think it works anymore.
Type
But he
it out
patented
in
these
our.
boxes.
Oh, he doesn't make them anymore. Okay.
I don't think so, but he patented these boxes, and I saw him on Guinness Book of World Records probably 2 years ago. And when I found out all his figs are in these boxes, and once he made enough money, he must have stopped making them. But
Or he sold it off. I sold it off to somebody, maybe.
yeah.
How high are
Ali,
the boxes? Is it minifig height?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it wouldn't work for anything else. Too bad.
And then
thinking-
they've got bigger ones. Hold on a second.
Oh, they do have ones bigger? I'd like to see that if it were mega box or a character would fit in there. Okay, there you go. Yeah, a little taller.
These are the 6x6 ones. But I think what happened was, honestly, man, is that Alibaba and the Chinese companies undercut him so
Probably.
bad that they just
And he
stopped making them.
Well,
but I'm getting these for.
The factories that make these things in China, they just copy the design, steal it, go to another factory down the street, and just reproduce it there, and off they go.
Yeah.
They don't care. They're so unscrupulous there. It's crazy.
These were like I want to say they were like $1.
Nice.
Yeah, almost $2 probably a piece for the boxes. But I mean, when you're talking about, I mean, my Cloud City Boba Fett's in one of these that I have a custom foot base made for him so that his feet don't crack out on his printed legs.
About $5 each right now.
They're $5 on Alibaba, including shipping or not?
Free shipping.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, so they're including shipping with that.
But that's like one. That's not like for 4 or anything.
Yeah, that's where how do people do it? They communicate with the factory or the distributor or whoever is selling them, and you get multiple. You ask for multiple pricing.
Well, this guy, these are the big ones because these are the only ones that I buy now are the big ones because I put all my really expensive ones. I put in these big cases.
Oh, that looks nice. Yeah.
And then I put their counterpart, I got Captain Rex phase 1, and then phase 2, and then phase 2 of the Shock Trooper with phase 1 of the Shock Trooper. And
what's your fave out of all those guys? All the little minifigs.
My favorite, man, it's gotta be.
Well, that's
this way. What's the one fig that you would run out of the house that was burning down that you make sure you save?
I would grab all of these.
Yeah,
but I would
like,
say,
no, my figs.
I would say right now, probably the most expensive, which irks me, is the smooth hair Leia.
Smooth hair
nice
Leia.
One. Yeah.
Is it like a little bun? The buns on the side, yeah.
Yeah, but it's all smooth. It was like the prototype mold.
Interesting.
And when they first released it, she came out with smooth hair, and then they fixed it halfway through the run.
Oh yeah, that'll be a demand there for people to have the one-off.
But it really depends on what I have a misprint, so like his face print on his helmet is slightly askew.
Yeah.
So I mean, what's worth what?
But people are really on top of these things. You just got somebody will want it, and somebody will pay big bucks for it because they think it's unique enough, right?
Probably what I would grab if my house was on fire would just be I would grab this entire fish tank.
So you got cloud in there, right? I can see the fighter, the security guard guy.
10 for $22. I found one.
10 for 22. Yeah. That's $220 each, shipping included.
That's
which size are you looking at, Rick?
They look like 6x6 wide.
Yeah.
That'd
be interesting to get a box of those just to see what they're like.
Well, here's the problem, man. With my deal with those is if you look on the top of these are branded.
Oh.
They say Fabiox,
which is the company,
which is the Denmark Collector's actual brand. So if they don't say that on it,
is it generic?
I won't buy it.
Well, the quality is probably there for those.
Well, remember, if he's not making it anymore, you're buying a very limited supply that's only smaller.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, and I've bought hundreds. When I found out about them, I bought like 6 of each size, and I really, really liked them. And then I got on, and I was like, okay, it's this much, and this guy has them, and I spent like $300, and I just bought them, and I was like, they'll pay for themselves. So, plus they're really nice, and it was when I bought them, it was before I had so much glass, and I was like, I won't have to worry about dusting them or cleaning them, and now I've got these damn cases in my glass cases, so it's like double kill or overkill. But did you guys see that they released the video game again with the Blue Milk Luke?
No.
People
getting another opportunity to go get them.
It's a European release, and everybody. I'm on a couple of Facebook pages where it's like Lego investing and all this, and I'm like, I'm not going to go out and buy a $65 game to get Blue Milk Luke again. But I had 2 of them.
That's it. I got the 2, and I don't care, and I'm not going back to that.
But when I went to Brick World Chicago this year, and they were trying to sell them for $100 a piece, and I was like, you guys are. And I don't know if you guys have ever been to a Brick World, but I've been to Brick World twice, and those guys are taxing. I mean, like crazy. I mean, stuff that's out right now, they're taxing, and I'm like, that's this.
They're doing like what 30
in the second, huh?
They're doing like what 30, 40, 50% markup on these things, or what?
Oh, at least. I mean, I was there and I saw one of those mini Disney castles that I think they're $35 a piece if you can find them.
Yeah.
but they were like $100.
It's it's too much.
And I was like, guys, you can get this for $35 from Lego.
Yeah.
And if you want to tax a little bit on it, that's okay. You know, sell it for 50 or whatever. But $100.
Sometimes
and as soon as
Check that out. Where are we?
right there, yeah.
How cool is
Two
that?
stud.
100
Nice.
pieces, $27. I don't know, but it's
$2.
small. But it's smaller than the 100
pieces for $27. What the heck?
Instead
He's got the
of,
round. His is round
instead
version.
of using that.
Yeah, look,
Yeah,
he's
so
got a round
the
version.
round ones.
Yeah.
I know, because him and me had this discussion.
That's
before.
what a hexagon is. That hexagon? Yeah.
Hexagon, and you can get it in
So-
clear, tan.
So is that 27 cents each? And clear. Oh, clear would be nice.
how much?
27.
27
How much
bucks
are
for
they,
100.
Rick?
$27 for 100.
$27. So I get these 3D printed out of carbon fiber nylon
Yeah,
for 25 for 100.
25 for 100.
You would have liked that stuff that guy was 3D printing, the Hot Wheels stuff. That was pretty cool. Nothing I was going to buy.
What was it, Rick? It was like display.
One with a holder that you could put carded
Holder?
Hot Wheels in, and it would stand up as a nice display piece. You could put
Okay.
the one he was showing off could hold 13. I thought it was a little weird, but that's what it could do. And then he had a single car display, but I don't know. Plus he wasn't using a high resolution printer. If he'd either treated it afterwards or used a higher resolution printer, I think he would have got much better results. But yeah, I told him I wish him luck. I gave him my contact. I said, send me some links afterwards, and I'll help promote your stuff for you. I told him get in. I don't know why he's not in the Facebook group. So I go, well, you got to get in the Facebook group. You got to find a bigger audience than this toy show.
Yeah. What was he doing? Just the toy shows for exposure?
Just the local toy show. So
That's
here he'll do the 401 show next week and another one. And
yeah, I might as well promote it. Yeah.
Man, those guys at the toy shows, I tell you what, I went to Comic-Con and the guys selling Lego at Comic-Con gave me better deals on Lego than I got at Brick World.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it.
Because they're not Lego oriented, they're just theme oriented, and they just think what's the reason.
I guess I bought. I can't see. I bought. Let's see if you can see. Do you see? I bought this Grievous buildable figure.
Yeah, my favorite.
For like, I had to have it, man. He had two of them. I think he was asking $80 a piece, mint and box. And I was like, will you do 50?
Probably worth it at that price.
I ended up getting them for 70. But
for both?
well, I only bought one.
Okay.
I only bought one. I'm not greedy. Somebody else can have a good deal. But I also bought Mace Windu's Starfighter, and that was that's like a stupid, ridiculous price. I think they're $300 or $400 mint in box. And I found a guy, and he wanted $300 for him, and I was like, "Listen, man, I'm a big collector. I collect just Lego Star Wars exclusively. I will give you cash." I even pulled up my phone and I was like, "Look, here's my collection. I'm a big collector. Can we work out a deal? I'm not paying $300 for this set. It was, $30 on clearance, probably at Toys R Us at one point."
Wow.
And he was like, "Listen, I'll sell you one for $200.
Wow.
I was like, "All right, man, $200 cash, fine." And that's how I got that. But a lot of those guys at those toy shows, if you try to negotiate, especially because usually I go on the first day, always.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get there and get the leftovers. I want to get there when they have everything.
Doors open. Yeah.
Right. And when you're talking to them on the first day and you're trying to negotiate with them, they don't want. I had one guy I started talked to him about the price. He just turned around and completely ignored me.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
So,
and the pricing is ridiculous at these little toy shows too. I don't know, Rick, if you noticed that in the last couple of years, everything's just kind of overboard. They want to get their maximum bang for their buck, but where's the haggling? Where's the deal making? Where's the
that's half the fun, man.
right? Yeah, that's the point. But these guys are treating these like these shows, because I see the Lego guys, I see the Hot Wheel guys, as a premium. Like, oh, you want to buy from me? You want something I have? Big bucks, let's go. And if they don't sell it, they don't care. They're like, meh.
Nope.
And then one lady was telling me that the reason I don't see like Mega Blocks and any other type of bricks really high end like big shows anywhere around this area is because it's so easy to sell online that they just make more money selling online than they do going to a toy show.
Well, you don't have to deal
Way
with
more.
a lot of the
ship it, gone.
interactions. It's like take my price or leave it, and
that's what they're doing. Yeah, there's always somebody who'll pay the big bucks, right? They need to have that set. Completionists, whatever. They just that's the last set. Oh, I gotta grab it. So off you go.
Guys, we just hit 3 hours.
Wow, nice.
I gotta go to bed. I gotta get up in 4 hours for.
Well, it's nice meeting you. I love your collection, by the way. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
And hopefully Rick will build his stuff one day so we can see it.
Hey, I'm building now. We're there. It's happening.
He's got all
We're in the build phase again.
Hey, and when you're done your Razor Crest, we want to see that thing in all its glory. Because you'll be done sooner than
I'll have this done. I build about 3 hours a night. I should have this done by next Friday, next week sometime.
Rick, we got to bring him on for a showcase.
I literally got close now. My daughter can't get in.
Oh, okay, guys.
Have
a good night.
See you
Nice
guys.
to meet you. See ya.
All
Bye.
right.